My king was born king. The Bible says he's a seven-way king. He's a king of the Jews. That's a racial king. He's a king of Israel. That's a national king. He's a king of righteousness. He's a king of the ages. He's a king of heaven. He's a king of glory. He's a king of kings, and he is the Lord of lords. Now that's my king. Well, I wonder if you know him. Do you know him? Don't try to mislead me. Do you know my king? David said the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. My king is the only one whom there's no means of measure can define his limitless love. No far-seeing telescope can bring into visibility the coastline of his shoulder supply. No barriers can hinder him from pouring out his blessing. Well, he's enduringly strong. He's entirely sincere. He's eternally steadfast. He's immortally graceful. He's imperially powerful. And he's impartially merciful. That's my king. He's God's son. He's a sinner's savior. He's the centerpiece of civilization. He stands alone in himself. He's august. He's unique. He's unparalleled. He's unprecedented. He's supreme. He's preeminent. Well, he's the loftiest idea in literature. He's the highest personality in philosophy. He's the supreme problem in high criticism. He's the fundamental doctrine of true theology. He's the cardinal necessity of spiritual religion. That's my king. He's the miracle of the age. He's the superlative of everything good that you choose to call him. Well, he's the only one able to supply all of our needs simultaneously. He supplies strength for the weak. He's available for the tempted and the tried. He sympathizes and he saves. He's star of God and he guides. He heals the sick. He cleanses the lepers. He forgives sinners. He discharges debtors. He delivers the captives. He defends the feeble. He blesses the young. He serves the unfortunate. He regards the aged. He rewards the diligent, and he beautifies the meek. Do you know him? Well, my king is a king of knowledge. He's a wellspring of wisdom. He's the doorway of deliverance. He's the pathway of peace. He's the roadway of righteousness. He's the highway of holiness. He's the gateway of glory. He's the master of the mighty. He's the captain of the conquerors. He's the head of the heroes. He's the leader of the legislators. He's the overseer of the overcomers. He's the governor of governors. He's the prince of princes. He's the king of kings. And he's the Lord of lords. That's my king. Yeah.
Talk to him.
Yeah.
They go to facts. Hyperballs. Talk to him.
My king. Yeah. His office is manifold. His promise is sure.
Always.
His life is matchless. His goodness is limitless. His mercy is everlasting. His love never changes. His word is enough. His grace is sufficient. His reign is righteous. His yoke is easy and his burden is light. Well, I wish I could describe him to you, but he's indescribable. He's indescribable. Yeah. He's incomprehensible. He's invincible. He's irresistible. I'm trying to tell you, the heavens of heavens cannot contain him, let alone a man explain him. You can't get him out of your mouth. You can't get him off of your hand. You can't outlive him, and you can't live without him. Well, Pharisees couldn't stand him, but they found out they couldn't stop him. Pilate couldn't find any fault in him. The witnesses couldn't get their testimonies to agree. Herod couldn't kill him. Death couldn't handle him, and the grave couldn't hold him. That's my king. Yeah. He always has been, and he always will be. I'm talking about he had no predecessor, and he'll have no successor. There was nobody before him, and there'll be nobody after him. You can't impeach him, and he's not going to resign. That's right. That's right. Time is the kingdom.
Here's the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
All the power
All of
belongs
it.
to my king. We around here talking about
Black power.
And white
And
power.
white power.
And green power. But it's God's power. Thine is the power. Yeah. And the glory. We finally get prestige and honor and glory for ourselves, but the glory is all His. Yes. Thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever and ever and ever. How long is that? And ever and ever and ever and ever. And when you get through with all of the forever, then amen.
Press 1. I love that right here. Before I do anything, gotta give a shout out to God, the God of the Bible that prophesied about everything that we see in today. Press 1, not moons and rocks and mermaids. Press 1 and celebrities. Press 1. No, not the little illuminated ones. Press 1. Yeah. Look at one Mike. He the reason why I'm here. Then why you ain't never calling me in? Why you ain't never called in then? Press 1. Hit the like button and subscribe, damn it. Kev will call in for you every day. Press 1. I will be the one standing with you every day, mister. I'm with Kev. You ready? Press 1. You ready, nigga? Loaded bases, that's my motivation. Nigga feeling lucky, I should go to Vegas.
2018 motor transportation. Got me feeling over anxious like a home invasion. My dough inflated and I'm more creative.
Yeah.
Like a couple big deals, but it's no
Universe
parade.
25.
Yes, a couple niggas every generation.
That wasn't supposed to make it out, but they code the matrix.
When they get to speak, it's like a coded language. Reminds niggas that they strength and all the stolen greatness.
They used to shoot at niggas out the
mobile station.
full circle local motivation. Ma.
Self-educated through negotiations. Got these sharks that I'm sitting at this table with
Afraid to baby.
No 10 on my Mercedes,
That's for inspiration.
2 kilos on my neck like the fucking 80s. West Side Slauson Ave,
Know my demonstration.
Born and raised,
Y'all affiliated.
It's really greatness. Riding around like I really made it. Loaded bass.
And I'm a Willie Mason. Gone.
Listen to my ambition, cause I'm on one.
Born and raised.
For the fences, for the home
Y'all
run.
affiliated.
Even further beyond into the universe.
But I gotta make it the first.
It feels like every second's being stolen. I risk it for every ticket we sold them. You drop the ball, I'ma take it home. Bottom line, I'll make it home.
I was sitting on my elko, I was thinking.
Nigga ain't gonna make 100 mil off
All
in
these
these streets.
streets.
More than likely, I'm gonna end up in somebody precinct. Even worse, horse and carriage front the church, laid off in the hearse.
I dealt with it.
I ain't just out here for my health with it.
Fact.
I weigh the risk and the reward and sink the scale tipping. Let's all get on one accord and
Take the world, niggas.
Take the money, take the power,
And the girls with us.
Can't buy that bullshit that they sell niggas. They breed drug heads and jail niggas.
Facts.
Look all these ways they derail niggas.
Look at it.
That's why respect me to the utmost when you see me. How I feel, nigga. Cause I ain't fail niggas.
I seen it coming, then I tell niggas.
Different lanes, same passion for the male niggas. Switch lanes, all black, 2 glass ceilings.
Well,
too fast,
nigga. Gone.
Listen to
I
my
seen it
ambition,
coming,
'cause
didn't
I'm
I tell
on
niggas?
swinging for the fences for
That
the
nigga
home
near.
run.
Press one, he's like my, hold on, he like my spokesman around it. Didn't I tell niggas? Press one. Lord have mercy. That's my man near. It's like, damn. That nigga gave me all the bars I ever needed. Press one. All the bars I don't even need to rap no more. I don't even need to do it. I'm gonna just karaoke my nigga shit. Hit that like button. Let me see who up in here. So we've been finding out about grid. And press one. And how did my man Ty say? Individual contract. Press one. You know where they circles within circle. Try to pinpoint 0 point. Press one and develop the scenario around the equation. But they didn't know Mr. Motherfucking Gillespie algorithm was already in full effect, though. Press one. They ain't even know what you doing scientific study for when I'm right here. Press one. All you had to do was ask. Yeah. And like my man Ty say, hey, trying to make it a little too behind. Hey, no need to try to pre-crime me, because I'm not a criminal. And I don't do bad things. Press one, so ain't no need for it. They had to be told, and they had to be shown. Hit that like button. Gene Deal gonna hate us for this shit. He gonna hate we made that shit pop. You had to be told. Put the microphone up. You had to be shown. Press what? I had to be shown, partner. It feel good to believe in God every day. It feel good. I can't lie. I can't even lie to you. I can't even lie. I can't even lie to you. I just wake up with ammo. Press one. I'll say, listen to you. Before we get to Bible study today, I saw the most funniest shit I've ever seen on planet Earth. And forgive me. I ain't never seen no shit like this on planet Earth. Press one ever. I was in the bungalow. I was in tears, man. And it just makes me want to bring the old Kev out every now and then. But I was watching. I was watching my man Zip with the Drip, and it just came up in my algorithm. Press one. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. Bear with me. Bear with me. In Sunday school, right? Hey, look, bear with me. Look. I was on the dumbest shit I ever seen on planet Earth. And just let me know how far we come. I was watching Zip with the Drip. And him and Hassan Campbell is going at it, right? And you know me, I had to stop. I said, what's going on here? I made it right. What's going on here? I made it right down the metaverse. Dipped off. Oh, my goodness. I dipped off. I had to do a double back. I double back. I see Hassan and Zip the Drip getting into it. I had to pull over and park. I just bought my breakfast combo from Jack in the Box where you could buy breakfast at night. I see these niggas eating a loaded breakfast with the press what? What they doing? they getting into it. Because I ain't never seen two retarded people arguing and fighting like this one. And I had to pull over because I I I see Hassan Campbell doing the same stuff, and it's like, wow, right? But I didn't know it was two of them. I didn't know it was two of them. And so I encourage everybody after this program of intelligence to get silly with me on Coffee on Channel 54. I just wanted to inform my people who at this university, I got a whole lineup over there on Channel 54 and the bungalows. I don't know what to tell them, but I have to make fun of people. I have to make fun of the dead world because they don't got no sense over there. They don't got no sense over there. And I would tell you what they was talking about, but I'd rather you watch my program. Because I'm already laughing. Hit the like button and subscribe. I couldn't hold it in. These are the this is the YouTube street. I seen it and I said, wow, I have to do a reaction to this. You know, so after class, meet me on channel 54 and I will do a reaction to that. A lot of people ask me, am I seeing what's going on? Yes, I saw it. I finally saw it, and I do have a reaction for that. And so that channel is a reaction, and if you want to submit some reactions, make sure you go on my Patreon and say, Kev, did you see this? My brain is addicted to the metaverse, and this is what I saw in the black community. Send it in if it's funny, and I will be doing reactions to it. Now, let's see the topic. Raised from the Dead, Part 1, Redeemed by God Himself. Hit that like button and subscribe. What do he mean by that? Well, today's Sunday. Every Sunday I will be chilling. I don't even want to talk about what everybody else talking about because I'm not what everybody else is. I do want to stay on this grid though because it shows we made some important topics. Me and B had B called into my program and we had a great discussion. And I've been watching it for the last day and a half. Yes, since yesterday. And boy, we made a lot of great points. Now, I'm going to open up these phone lines if you want to make some great points. First, that's 424-209-9506. But I do want to make some great points. Hit that like button. I do want to see people already messaging me about Zip with the I do want to focus. They messaging me already. I can't wait. They saw it too. They said this is silly. So we're going to get to that. Redeemed by God Himself is the topic. Raised from the dead. Good morning to all the moderators, the people in the chat room, of course. Shout out to y'all. What a time it is to be alive is all I can say. I forgot what I was gonna say because somebody messaged me funny things, and I don't want to. I need to block these people. Then I'm focused. So maybe my moderators. Was I making a point or was I just joking around? I think I was joking around. I think I was joking around anyway. I'm trying to joke. I'm trying to wait for everybody to be up in here anyway. We got 156 viewers, 74 likes. I need more likes than that. Hit that like button. Let me see. You and B. Oh, yeah, we was on grid. Thank you. Me and B was on grid. And there was some points we was making. Thank you for that. It was some points we was making. And it was some fire points. So before we get to any points that we were making, I'm gonna give the audience a chance to come call in because we were making great points, and everybody in class is supposed to be paying attention. Because when I get to these points, I don't want no bullshit. I don't want no bull. I don't want no bullshit. We were making excellent points about it. And if you got any questions, it'll be a great time. It'll be a great time to ask. Forget hitting the like button. I'm gonna tell them that. Moderators, 424-209-9506. I got a lot of questions. They're supposed all that. I don't even need no links. They know where the Cash App link is. Put it in there one time. That's it. That's it. From now on, I need participation. Press 1. Hell no. The topic is raised from the dead, redeemed by God himself. Hit that like button and subscribe. See, I can say that. Yeah. I want to see who gonna fight with me. A lot of y'all got that I don't want to fight with Kev. Y'all want to be here and don't want to fight. Hit that like button. Give me them. They think it's a game. Putting your seat number. You know what your seat number mean? Look at me, Kev. I want to fight. Press 1. Hit the like button. That's what it say. Press 1, ladies. Kev, look over here. So when I see a person called CJ Smalls that's not in my university, that don't even go to my school, but up in here trying to hang out on such a important topic, he gonna pretend like he know what we talking about by pressing 1. You see Brooks C in there? They trying to press 1, they way up in there. Press 1, You don't even got a seat. You not comprehending nothing. I remember y'all names from way back. You ain't participated in class. Press 1 time. But you're pressing 1 today thinking it's about to be, oh, I'm here. Let me see who else up in here. Robbie Stewart, ready to have fun ass nigga. Press 1. Hit the like button, students. Look at him. Look at this. Hey, what you know? What about it? What you know about being raised from the dead, Robbie Stewart? What you know about it? What about it? What about it? Tell me something. All non-students on standby right now. Let me see. Let me see. A bunch of people who want to be seen. I don't care about your name like that. This ain't a YouTube page. No. You got to watch from outside the door. Outside the door. You're not even in an EBT program. You're not in the bungalows or nothing. You just see a bunch of people having adult conversations. You're trying to wiggle your way in. The past is the past. Let me go. Press 1. Let me go. Y'all saw that war that I posted on my page yesterday? Years and years of hate. Where was you? I press 1? Hold up. Retarded time. Hold up. Nigga, I got a song for you niggas. Hey, you thought this was Future? No. This for you.
Where your ass was at when we was climbing across the gates? Where your ass was at when we was in the grass waiting? Where your ass was at then, now you here today. Where your ass was at when the hood was going crazy? Where your ass was at? I don't care.
I don't know.
Where the cash at? I'll come and get it.
Y'all know.
Where your ass was at? Couldn't see you, went ghost.
You went ghost.
Where your ass was at when we was giving smoke?
Getting smoke.
Where your ass was at when we was posted on the front? Where your ass was at when we was on Lamb Run? Where your ass was at when we ain't have a job?
I ain't have a job.
Where your ass was at when all my niggas had to rob?
They had to rob.
Where your ass was at like I was looking for you? Where your ass was at, I grabbed his tech and bring it to you. On our mob shit, phone them, cut your dick and feed it to you. Got a scope up on the chopper and look up and see the fools.
Yes.
Where your ass was at when grandma drove a school bus? Where your ass was at when mama was a booster? Where your ass was at when pops was a loser?
shit.
Where your ass was at when I was stealing? Where your ass was at when I was drilling? No, I pull up in the foreign off pilling.
Nigga.
Cash to get my mind off drilling. Where your ass was at when we was in the streets? Get hit like a possum running in the street. Where your ass was at when we was taking D money? Make your boy say, oh my God, cause I get on G money. Rockefeller, PPV money. Where your ass was at when I was starting phenom? Only time you ball is like the hair on Lebron. Where your ass was at when they was giving me time? Where your ass was at when I was using coupons? Where your ass was at when we made whole crews run? Where your ass was at like I was searching? You could get 45 shots, 5 courtesies. Where your ass was at when I was using the same sheets? Coming back with all that social boy, we want the same streets. According to get $1 billion, you gotta change streets. It ain't matter where I've been.
It's where I ain't be. Cut the beat. Press 1. Where your ass was at when we had to steal stuff? Where your ass was at when I was doing bad things? Press 1. Where your ass was at when I was on the run? Press 1. Only you thought I was having fun. Write that down. That was bars. Write that down. Press 1. Playing with you niggas. Press 1. That's why I love my squad. Press 1. Where your ass was at? That's all I want to know. Press 1. Look, they ain't said nothing now. They ain't even blocked. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? I'm not these niggas. Y'all did me like that already. I'm not Rich Trapper. I'm not these niggas no more. I don't grew up. Press 1. Where your ass was at, nigga? Now your ass. We non-affiliates, bro.
Caller.
Non-affiliates over here. Press 1. Non-affiliates. Hit the like. One mic. What up? What up, Mike?
Hey, good day. Good day.
Good
Professor.
morning.
How you doing?
Oh man, blessed,
Good
waking
morning.
everybody up.
Oh, for sure. You know, I'm gonna call in. You ain't gonna keep calling me out.
I'm calling everybody out. I called you out first because
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad you. I'm glad that you got the message and you called in the other day. So I was like, where Mike? Yeah, that's my dog.
Hey, listen. I take none of it personal. Actually, I know that's because you come from a place
What's
of
the
love.
rule on the wall? You can't take it personal. That's the rules.
Nah, never that.
So
but
you a non-affiliate, right?
Also,
You a non-affiliate, right?
yeah, non-affiliate for sure.
So you if you don't pay your tickets, you know you got to pass out burritos. Penitentiary rules in effect. 4 extra is out, nigga. We gotta pass out burritos. You niggas gotta line it up. Go ahead, bro. What's on your mind, bro?
You gotta pass out the ramen noodles, yo.
Y'all don't want to get, bro. Trust me, they savages. So y'all might as well get some order and some structure over here in the non-affiliate section. So go ahead, bro. What's on your mind?
Man, what? Real quick, before all the smart people call in, just real quick, just stand on topic.
Go ahead,
I'm
bro.
gonna just keep it 100.
Go ahead.
As far as the topic at hand, so the obvious is obviously Jesus' persecution, his death, and his resurrection is his redemption for us, and the pathway, for us to try to get to eternal life for humanity, for all, right? So how that relates to me and how that relates to me riding with you, whether I got the water, because that's how I first came to you, is sticking to faith and not doing bad things. And that's just period, I don't do bad things, and I listen to smarter people, and I ride with those that have been sent here by the Father to show us the way.
That's
and
right.
That's just all I got to say.
No, that ain't all you got to say. I got a question for you. You ain't doing
Yes,
nothing.
sir.
It's Sunday. You ain't doing nothing.
For sure.
Yeah, so you said these are so what is my damn question? I just didn't want you to run away and get off the phone. That's what I got to say.
No, I'm not running.
Oh, okay,
no,
yeah.
I'm no. I'm right here.
So,
I ain't
so,
running.
so, what's the question, y'all? What y'all want me to ask? I'm gonna ask them this. So, what is it to be redeemed by God?
And what is it to be redeemed by God?
Yes.
Um, for me, my comprehension is to understand that he gave his life for the sins that I have committed or I have yet to commit, and for me to understand that that the Father he gave his only begotten son's life for me to even be here, but the mission is to make it not in this world, but to make it to the eternal life with him. That's what it means to me. Did I lose you?
That's the
No?
okay. Now watch how I deal with him,
Oh,
Marley. I see him, right, Marley? Watch this with Marley. Okay, you got the allegorical concepts down, right? And if it was science, Taj just get this shit too, right? Tell me about redemption in the law by God.
redemption in the law. Well, in the law, well, given that I'm already dead or I'm considered dead, if I classify as being black, um, so to be redeemed in law would be to um, for the children of King George to be given rightfully back what was taken from them.
What was taken from them?
Their land, who they are, the sovereignty of being in the
Sovereignty.
America, the land.
Sovereignty.
Right.
Right. You know what? You right. Right and sovereignty. Freedom from the world.
Yes, sir.
So, in law, what does that look like?
What does it look like in law is, well, I mean, in law, if you're not talking, well, I go back to not the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. So in law, I feel like the Bill of Rights, without trying to stray too much, like I think is the law of the land or the closest thing to God's law that we should be following. But as you always like when we talk about with the Constitution and the whole citizenship and being the 14th Amendment, if you classify with that, you are basically playing into giving up your sovereignty.
Now, back to the allegory. What does that look like when you give up your sovereignty?
You're, you're dead. You soulless. You are basically going against everything that the Father gave up for you to have a way to Him or
Let me
back to Him.
let me ask you another question. When you said
Yes,
when you said every you said they took everything from us.
yes, sir.
Who took everything from us?
And we're talking allegoric, allegorically,
Both.
or
Both. Make it count. Both of them. Either way you want to go with it.
well, well, allegorically, all nations basically destroyed and conspired to cut ties from us knowing that we are attached to the Father, allegorically speaking. In law, they did the same thing by destroying
Who did it?
all of the history. Go ahead.
Who did it?
The the Vatican, the Pope, the nations that the ones that
before you keep going, our black people love this. So yeah, go ahead. Everybody like, damn, said one mic is on. Go ahead.
I mean, the whole DC, right where I live at, with the United Kingdom, and all of these places that make us feel like we're a threat, or that they keep coming up with these different ways of how to destroy us. And
are you talking in allegorical, or what was you talking about?
Well, I'm trying to tie both of them together. But yeah, doing a poor job. But I'm trying to explain myself. So yeah, that's how I see it. But
so they
what else you got for me, Professor?
I asked you who did this. Who did it?
Go ahead. Help me out.
You said the Pope.
Help me out.
You said the Pope.
Yeah, the Pope. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, him. The people what they call them, the Dagon, them folks. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm asking for your assistance for me to help.
No, you've been in school. You know.
No.
Hey, so they did it. Just THEY. They.
No, not just they. That's just me, being general with saying they. But the courts, when they came up with when the law was created by them to facilitate how they stripped the sovereignty from us and make us believe or forget or ever know what the actual history of who we are and how we're actually tied to the land, and like the video you showed us a lot of times. I forgot the lady that's explaining the sea prey and how they went about it through law and stripping us from who we are and what's rightfully ours through the king.
And what is yours and what's rightfully yours?
What's rightfully mine is my identity, who I am, this place that was here, this land, and my rightfully relationship to the Father.
Because you're tied to the Father?
No. That's not what I'm saying.
What you saying?
Is not. I'm saying is that us as being sovereign to the land and being like descendant from the actual king of King George, and his people that is tied to this land. I'm not saying I'm direct descendant of him. I'm just doing a bad job of explaining.
Yeah, I'm trying to see where you're going. So they did this. You're entitled to because they did this. That's it. We got a good start. It's still early in the day.
Well, yeah.
We got it. Hey, listen. No, you the first caller. And this is going off. I'm not expecting like this is freestyle. What the fuck? We doing in class. It's Sunday. We chilling. I'm talking to you, and yeah, I'm just trying to set a basis. I'm gonna see what somebody else come up with once you finish. That's all. I'm gonna see if anybody want to build on that and capital. I'm gonna see where the class is going. So I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying this.
I enjoy it and I appreciate it too. Because even though, like I said, I ain't the smartest, you still, I appreciate you
This
allowing me to.
micro
Yeah.
TV right now. This micro, Mike. So this, I'm in your class. this, this is your set. You know, I'm
Hey,
with the class today. Every
so,
Sunday, I'm in your class. That's official now here at the row. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna ask you, is this is more of a personal question. Do you explain these things to your kids too? Because everything that I learned from you and then from the classmates too, I try to break down to my children too, so they help them see it, and the cycle is broke, so to speak, in the way we see ourselves and think. So
So what's the question?
I struggle. No, so the question is that, like, well, it's more of a statement that when you say, like, how you sacrifice what you do and what you believe in, and what you stand on, and how you lose people throughout the process, is, how I appreciate, even though, like, even the ability to call in and talk to you. Because a lot of times, I think back to when, like you said, you was on a run and you was doing this, and how we used to be on the video camera and everything. But, like, all I'm saying is that I appreciate it too. So it's not a question. It is that calling in is the way, like you used to tell me back when I bring the water.
What's the
I bring the
question?
water.
All these years in school, right? You said all that,
Hmm.
and you just had a whole spiel, whether you know it or not, about what you
Hmm.
thought it could be. So what's the question, so you can get to the truth of what you taking notes on? What's the question? You gotta have a question.
Uh, the question is where is it that I'm disconnected from? I guess
Where
from
is
tying it
it
all
that
together.
you're disconnected?
What am I missing? Right. What am I missing in your point? Because a lot of times when I talk to you, I feel like I'm not, grasping what it is. Not that you want me to grasp, but more or less, you know what I mean. So that's my question.
Uh, I don't know. Are you taking notes?
I do take notes. I am taking notes, but a lot of times when I take notes, by the time I call in, look, y'all move so fast,
Oh
yo,
no.
y'all move too fast. I'm like,
Oh no. First question the professor will have for you. You know, I'm new at being the
yeah,
professor
let
and
me
all
see your
that.
notes.
Yeah, like let me see what notes you got. You know?
Okay. All right.
Then-
All right.
and that's why these niggas don't be calling in, because they know me. Like, this nigga Kev gonna ask me a question,
Yeah.
and I ain't really even took no notes to ask a question. So that's why I
Oh
gave.
yeah. No,
So
no, no, no.
you took
I
notes.
take
I
notes.
know, I can hear it. I can hear, I know. But I'm just saying that's why niggas don't call in, because I'ma ask this question at the row. Let me see what you got
Oh.
written down. They don't even got their name written down. So that's why I created the
Okay.
bungalows.
Yeah.
You not in the bungalows because at least you writing on the paper. So you showing some sign of competency. So you can ask me any
Yes,
question
sir.
pertaining to what you got on the paper. Some of these niggas. I told you I'm a real professor. I studied this shit, nigga.
Oh, for sure. I know you
You
know
feel
I
me?
know. You know I know. I
Bam.
know. If nothing else, I know when you call it, you better have it straight.
We got
But
some. And this
I'm
ain't
willing.
even
You know what I
straight.
mean?
This is just what notes are you taking? I say
Yeah. Yeah,
every
for sure.
day, but you don't know, Mike. Doing this, you know, niggas don't take notes. So they don't got no question. You know how many
I
people
say
ain't
this. It's
asked
been
me one question pertaining to the notes they've taken for the last 4 years. I want people to really look at each other at the row, look at each other in the metaverse, close your mind and look at your neighbor and say, did you take any notes here? And most people, 90, is like the germ, it's the germ disinfectant spray. 99.7% of these motherfuckers don't got a question because they not taking notes. You feel me?
I understand. Trust me, you be having me. I'll be looking. I'll be offline listening. I'll be like, I've been here too damn long not to be. You know what I mean? So I know exactly not even not how you feel, but what you're saying. Because when you be saying it, and like I said, you call me out. I don't take it personal, but I do
Don't
critique
take it
myself.
personal.
Like,
Don't take it personal. Listen,
no, I don't. I don't.
just
Not to that
know,
degree.
just
I'm just
know
saying for like.
when you turn around in your seat and look at the bungalows and see D-Jack over there, he didn't even buy a Pinto. He don't even got a Pinto. He didn't even, but that's my dog, but he ain't got no Pinto. He didn't write his name. He didn't take no notes to even ask a question. You feel me?
Yeah, trust me. I know. I got in trouble the first time in the university messing with DJ. So
No, Mike. Let me vent to you, Professor Mike. Let me vent to you. Sometimes I just be, I get these niggas the answer. They don't even take notes on the question or the answers. I give them the answers. They don't even put the answers on the paper. The answers is still on the cheat sheet on the back of the paper. Kevin's cheat sheet. I look on the back, and they, you know what they tell me, Professor? Why we got to do it if you did it already? If you gave me the answer, why I got to take notes?
because you need to know if what you're doing is sinking in and it's all worthwhile. I know.
Talk to him, Mike.
I know. Y'all look in that damn mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you here? Why are you here? So
you got to ask yourself after all,
yeah.
why am I in the asylum section of the world? Why am I here?
Right.
Why am I black in law? That should be question number one. Why am I black in law? You know?
Oh yeah, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
The my son, that's what he's studying, criminology, and I got the book for him, and it was an eye opener for him, Black's Law Dictionary. You know, so like I said, it's meaningful to me. I know you take a lot of different avenues
Did you tell
to
him
get the point
that's the
across.
Hebrew and English?
Yeah. I tell him he watches the shows.
Listen, little
I tell
man.
him everything.
Listen, little man. Watch out, what, Mike? Listen, the Hebrew in English is the 1828. So you don't need to study a dead language that they don't even know. Just get you got the translation. Right. It's in English. Line it up. It's all legal, right? So that's what you're going with, right? The whole story. They did this. I deserve this because they did this to me. Is that where we going? Is that what you going?
They cheated.
Huh?
They cheated. They cheated like the story that you did on GPT said. They cheated. The game was rigged. So
you saying a lot of
what
words,
happens when
Mike. So how?
No. I'm talking about.
Slow down, DJ Mike Academics.
Okay.
Slow down, DJ Mike Academics.
You're right.
Look, I'm asking that for a reason. I'm gonna help you. Don't hyperventilate. I'm gonna help you right now. So, how does that include our story that we got in this reality to that? How does that all relate to God's people today, in a sense?
As far as you mean when I said that they cheated, when I refer to the story?
Yeah, let's take it from there. What do you mean they cheated?
Well, I was just referring to the story that you was online talking about what happens when Kevin finds out or how to break, the rules to the game, or what was it, the Monte Carlo we was talking about. But how that relates to today is that because we classify as being black, right? In law, so we're dead from the jump. So we're cut off from birth right? And then never being lost at sea from being cut off from the womb. You never,
From
you
the
never,
what?
uh,
Cut off from the womb.
from being from like yeah, from being like from birth, like how we explained to it way back when when you leave your mom and then you create the social security number, and then from that point on,
Oh, since the umbilical cord is, I thought you, I'm tripping.
it's
I
cut.
thought you was in the
Yeah,
legal. Yeah, I was thinking legal, like cut off. But go ahead.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, and then so from that point forward, like we're still lost, like you said, lost at sea, and then everything that they do, I say
Mike,
they're the
Mike,
same
Mike,
thing
Mike,
again.
Mike, Mike. This ain't your
Yeah,
area. This ain't your area. Let me help you.
I got
Okay, down at the universe 25 level, how does that affect you?
you. Oh,
Are you?
they keep you locked in dread. You keep in Universe 25. You,
Oh,
you continuously stay locked in the grid program. As far as you said, how does that affect me or us? Right?
all right, Mike. All right. I'm gonna see if you can always call back. You can always call back. I'm gonna see if anybody else wanna call in.
All right.
I was just building upon it. Thank you
All
for
right.
calling in, Champion. My man, One Mike. Once again, shout out to him for even being brave enough to call in. He gave it a jump start, just like jump start the 1980 something Buick. Let's go. 424-209-9506. I'm gonna start the questions off. Everybody gonna get it exactly what they want today. All of them. 424-209-9506. There shouldn't be a dull moment on this phone. Press one. There shouldn't even be a dull one. It's such a great topic. Such a great topic. Let me see who else I can mess with until I get on a. Let me see. Let me see. There ain't supposed to be one dull moment. Nothing but professional questions. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. I'm gonna get off the air until I get a call.
Call from your wellness broker.
You on the air? What up?
Hey, it's Brittany.
Oh, Brittany, you're on the air. What up?
Not much. Sorry, it was too quiet. So you know how the definition of affiliate, there's two: to adopt, to receive into a family as a son, or to receive into society as a member, and initiate in its mysteries, plans, or intrigues, a sense in which the word was much used by the Jacobins in France during the Revolution. So I just wanted to bring that back to scripture a little bit, because that is what redemption is. It's the adoption into Christ himself, which is the believing in his name and his will. To be more specific, sorry, I'm just pulling up the definition quickly. The adoption is to take a stranger as one's own child, or adoption by testament is the appointing of a person to be heir by will or condition of taking his name, arms, etc. of the adopter. So I see almost like when talking about media and 4Extra and all this, it's kind of trying to create a culture where you're essentially having to choose to identify as something that could potentially cause you to deny Christ and alienate your own inheritance in Christ by claiming an affiliation to Christ, which just means the adoption in Christ. Whereas,
So if I claim non-affiliation, I'm denying Christ.
if you're denying, yes, if you don't believe in him and his will, that means that you are essentially choosing the latter, which is affiliation into the mysteries of those different societies and occultic and Babylon, essentially.
So they're affiliated.
If they don't believe in Christ.
No, they are affiliated.
They are, yes.
Yeah, a non-affiliated is not affiliated.
Right.
No, what do you mean right?
A non-affiliate
is not affiliated with the mysteries.
Right. That would mean that you are affiliated in Christ if you believe in Christ.
Girl.
So it's the two trees. It's the two trees. It's the tree of everlasting life.
Listen. Raised from the dead, redeemed by God himself, ma'am, is for my students, okay? That was a whole contradiction. Okay. You switched
That
over.
is the definition of affiliate.
Of course it is.
The
But
definition
you
is a
started off
contradiction.
with being a non-affiliate was a denial of Christ.
No, I'm not a non-affiliate.
Man, I'm
not
doing this. I am a non-affiliate. Me.
Unknown caller.
No, you're not. I'm born and raised. Y'all affiliated. Press on it. This is really greatness. Press 1.
To accept, press 1.
See? Blasphemy.
How you doing?
KevRow.
How you doing?
What's up, young man? What's your name?
How you
Where
doing,
you calling
champ?
from? What's up, champ?
This Bocat calling from Aiken, South Carolina.
What's up, man? My man, the Carolinas in the motherfucking building. Shout out to the Carolinas. Beautiful. Go ahead.
Sir, I just wanted to say thank you for all you've always been doing for me and for the classmates, those who truly believe in you, sir. And I just wanted to call and kind of like stay on topic with what your subject of the matter was, not mine.
My man.
So we talking about redemption, and like one might say it, we talking about coming from the dead into life, and the only way that is even possible, from my understanding of being a student in your class, is noticing and following the one that was taken by God Himself. only one. And it's through him that we get to God. That's first and foremost. And we've been cut off by being black in law. And that's the Roman Catholic law, which we learned that's civil law to be exact. And maritime law, which is the law of the water, which you been the way of the common law, Georgia's law, and the true way back to what words and what God actually mean and what his love actually means. And like you actually said, have we been taking down notes? Yes, sir, I've been taking down notes
Yes, I know
because when
you.
we're
I
doing the
know.
common law,
Yes, sir.
I written down we speaking about birthrights and inheritance. And the power also lies in the preamble. The preamble creates the trust. The preamble creates the estate. The preamble tells you who it is. So, and when we cut off in law,
My man
we
said my
also,
man said, could you ever thought we will be talking about the preamble tells us who it is? For you to even
Universe 25.
understand that, let me know you've been walking with me since forever, right? But really paying
Yeah,
attention
man.
to the white
I
librarian, to
told
our
my wife,
librarian. Go ahead.
I told my wife the other day, well, yeah, just yesterday, because she don't understand it the way I understand it, but she's not into it the way I not that I'm into it, and it's all true because like God says that the man got to follow him, and then the woman will follow. And even though I'm following you, it's new to her,
That's right.
and it's only in time where she will see that I was right the whole time, and I was really with the one true God, and not with the world, because everything she knows is everything that she's been taught from her mother,
Let me ask you a
her
question.
father,
Let me ask you a
her
question.
grandmother.
Let me help you. Let me ask
Yes,
you a
sir.
question.
Yes, sir.
What did God tell Eve?
Well, he didn't tell Eve nothing.
Okay then.
God told
Okay then. That's
God
it.
spoke to
That's
Adam.
right.
God spoke to Adam.
That's
So,
right.
and I said that to say this. What I said to her yesterday was, this is personal to me. Kev, you helped me to make it personal. And I'm really just a regular dude that, like, I tell you, I'm so, like, don't know why God choose me, but I also know that he's real and he did choose me. Like,
Yeah.
that is, again, we was going into this redemption, and the only way we can
Yeah.
get our redemption, we got to use the redemption law, the law of redemption. And it takes us back to that white guy. I think his name was Chuck Schuler or something like that. And it's the promise that uh, the land will be redeemed, and that the lamb, the lamb as it been slain, we had to have a redeemer first for we to be redeemed. So then we go back into the 1828, the law, that we got to have a savior. And we learned about George Washington. The less we learned about George Washington, just like we learned that we had to have a
So
savior
now, hold on before you
in the
speed up. Now,
1828.
now you relating it to a time period in history.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
With
Make
with
sure
your
you say
teaching.
that so you don't have run on sentences in a way.
Okay,
You feel
I
me?
apologize about
No, you good.
that, Kev. I'm
One
not a
one might just
professional. I'm just a
well you
student, sir. I'm just a student, sir. I'm just a student. You the only way, like the only way, you the only way. I'm trying to get it, Kev. I'm trying my best. I promise you. And the redemption. All right, so I'm gonna have to look at my phone while I read this because I'm going to the 1828 reading redemption. What it means. So, Kev, can you hear me?
Of course.
Okay. All right. Redemption.
I don't open up a new tab.
Repurchase.
Go ahead.
I'm in the 1828
That's
Northwestern.
right. Go ahead.
The repurchase of captured goods or prisoners. The act of procuring the deliverance of persons or things from the possession and power of captors by the payment of an equivalent ransom. Release as the redemption of prisoners taken in war. The redemption of a ship and cargo. Number 2, deliverance from bondage, distress, or from liability to any evil or forfeiture, either by money, labor, or other means. Number 3, repurchase as of land, alienated. Now, I just seen that in my notes. Hold on. I just seen that in my notes.
Hey, listen. Your wife don't know you got a big old diamond ruby in the notepad. That ain't for her to know. That's what
I just seen it in my notes. I gotta find it. I just read it right before I was talking to you. Alienate. And how that contradicts like God's law.
Facts.
And oh my God. Well, I just saw you. But yes. Before I'm gonna try to find that. The number 4, the liberation of an estate from a mortgage, or the purchase of the right to re-enter upon it by paying the principal sum for which it was mortgaged with interest and cost also the yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
How much it cost?
Well, you say with interest?
No.
But how much does
I'm
it cost?
saying
A penny. This all come for you. This all come for you, sir.
You got a token?
This all come for you, man.
You got a token?
Sir?
You got a token?
If you gave me a token, I got a token. Yeah, that's all I know.
My man, go ahead, champion. Go ahead, finish. That's unbelievable. You just see what happened when you teach the brothers how to read.
And not only that, I don't like somebody come in and somebody was a little too quiet. No, we here. We right here.
Unbelievable.
And
Go
we
ahead.
going nowhere. Yes, sir. Let me see where was that. Okay. Which it was mortgaged with interest and costs. Also, the right of redeeming and re-entering. Number 5, repurchase of notes, bill, or other evidence of debt by paying their value and spice to their holders. And theology, number 6, and theology, the purchase of God's favor by the death and sufferings of Christ, the ransom or deliverance of sinners from the bondage of sin.
Now stop.
And the penalty.
Now,
yes, sir.
Now, from the bondage of sin.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Start that over, sir.
Yes, sir. Number 6, and theology, the purchase of God's favor by the death and sufferings of Christ, the ransom or deliverance of sinners from the bondage of sin, and the penalties of God's violated law by the atonement of Christ,
Come on.
in whom we have redemption through his blood.
Through his what?
Ephesians 1, through his blood.
Let's go.
It has to be a kinsman. It got to be a kinsman. All right. And now, Kev, but also the 13th and the 14th Amendments, which is something that definitely have to be spoken about, because that is totally against us when it comes to our rights and pursuit of happiness, and because that killed us, and it took God's trust and turned it into a charitable trust. So when you talk about the trust busters, that's TMR, Taft, McKinley, and Roosevelt. They took George's trust and turned it into a charitable trust. That's where they robbed God. And then right now, as us being black in this law, we are in something called mortmain, and that's in the law, possessions of law, tenements and dead hands, and alienate. Oh, I found it, and that was to transfer the title, property, or rights to another, as to alienate lands or sovereignty. So right there, that proves where we're being done wrong from
That's
the
right.
from birth, from the inception, and God knew us before the womb, which is before the matrix.
Come on.
And
Before
one
when?
might
Before the womb is before when?
before the inception, it's before the womb. The womb
Before
is
the
before the
matrix.
matrix. The
Before
matrix
the
before the
matrix.
matrix.
Come on,
That's
brother.
before the matrix.
Come on, okay.
So, and like one might.
What's the matrix?
And you did it. The matrix is Universe 25.
Let's get
the matrix
to it.
It's the false light.
Oh.
We talking about Prometheus, AI. We talking about zeros and ones. We talking about life and death. Dead and alive. And we talking about a tabulating machine run by this big government that we supposed to be our parents, got us in parents' patria, but they control us of the waves of everything that have us captured today.
In all 9 areas of what?
All 9 areas of white supremacy.
Activity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we need sovereignty.
That's the
We
trait.
need freedom.
That's the trait.
We need and we need to be reclassified.
You heard me? That's the trait.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's the trait.
That in itself is Allah.
That's the first thing.
Huh?
That's the first thing.
Adam's first sin. Yes, sir.
Adam died
there you
in
go.
sin.
Adam died in what?
Yes, Adam died in sin.
sin.
We died since
now watch this.
from
Now
the
watch this.
beginning of the
If
matrix.
Adam died in
Okay, it
sin,
makes sense.
and God made him to be sin.
To be sin.
I told you.
Yes, who know no sin?
Told you.
And like you said, the power of sin
is the law.
Is the law.
And the sting of the law
is death.
Is death.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
You know what you just said? Say it again.
I don't, sir,
Say
but
it
I'm
again.
with
Say
you.
it again then.
Oh, okay.
So you can comprehend what you're saying.
He Okay, okay. Allah is sin. Adam died in sin. Adam died in Allah. He made him to be sin who know no sin.
Now, who is that?
And and sin is the power of the law.
But who did he
And the
make to
sin,
be sin?
Adam.
No.
Hold on. He made him to be sin.
It's very
Who knew no
important.
sin? Hold on. He made him to be sin. Was that Christ?
Who?
No. Was Jesus?
That's
Did he make?
right.
It's
He made
Jesus.
who?
He made Jesus
To be what?
who knew no sin. Who knew no sin.
That's right.
To be sin.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Adam
sir.
died
Yes, sir.
in what?
Adam died in sin. Adam died in Allah. Adam died in Jesus.
Huh? There you go.
Adam died in Jesus.
This is the misreputation between Islam and the Christian. They really believe
Adam
the
died in
same
Jesus.
thing.
Yes, sir.
You see,
The rappers, that old serpent.
it's all the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Sarnetta like,
Yes,
no.
sir.
Sarnetta like, no. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That boy Kev.
Yes, sir.
Listen. Yes.
You raised me up, sir. You raised me up, sir.
Look.
You raised me up, sir.
Look.
You did this.
But look.
Look.
Yes. Thank you, champion. So you can see
You
it.
did this, sir.
Read
Thank
it
you,
for
Kev.
yourself. He made him to be sin who knew no sin.
Who knew no sin. Yes, sir.
So Christ was to be raised as the serpent.
That's in the sting
Huh?
of sin, and the sting of sin of Jesus is death.
He didn't come to, would he come to not break the law?
No.
What?
No. He came to fulfill the law.
The law. And what's the Bible verse? You just read it. The power of the law. Hold on, let me get it real quick. The power of sin is the power of sin is the law.
Yes, sir. The power of sin is the law, which is the title of your show. That's where we were started from.
Huh?
That's where we started from.
So do you understand what you're reading?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was saying that out my head, but I really wasn't reading that from the Bible. It was, Kev, you also taught us not only to read the word, but to have the word written in our heart.
So what does it mean?
It means that Adam died in Jesus, which was sin. That was the first. It was the first, the first law to be broken. That's why God, thou shalt have no other gods before me. And Adam chose Jesus, which the world chose.
Adam
Jesus.
told what? So Jesus
He chose
so who they think is Jesus, the serpent, is the one
Allah.
who led. Go ahead, Allah. Go ahead,
Allah.
bro. Go ahead. Look, you called him by his name.
Adam is saying Allah. Right.
Go ahead.
Right. Yes, sir. And Kev, this my shot. I want to take a stab at it also, sir, because I don't want to leave you. I want you to know that I'm here with you, sir, and not just in the chat room, and not even just in the chat.
That's cool. If you with me, stay with me right here. The power of
yes,
sin
sir.
is the law.
Yes, sir.
So the power of don't do bad things.
Right.
Huh?
Don't do bad things.
So what?
Don't do bad things.
Because the power of what?
The power of sin is death.
The power of sin is the law.
Well, the power of sin is the law.
And the sting of the law is what?
And the sting is death. The sting of the law is death.
Who did that?
Who did it?
Yes.
Yes, God Himself, I guess.
That's
Who
right.
did it?
That's right.
God Himself. He said that I made Him to be sin who knew no sin. Now my question would be why
Why
did He
what?
make?
Why did he make?
Why did He make Him sin who knew no sin? Like if He was good, if He was a good person, why He made Him to be sin?
Because you need it to be saved.
Mm,
From
mm.
evil.
Mm.
It's the best question you can ask.
Hey, once again, Kev,
From
you know how to take a person's breath away and make a person's heart skip a beat.
it's, I guess
Oh,
that's what it is. It's the truth for
it's
you.
the truth. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you got time. That's why.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Yes, sir.
So it's not
Yes, sir.
like that. These are Freemasons and Greeks and power-hungry Pharisees who taught us this stuff. Took the truth and twisted it into allegorical Greek nonsense. This is the truth, bro.
All right. All right.
So people looking at it
Made it hard.
like, oh, the God, devil, Satan, this one. It's written.
But in
Eve
the allegory,
led Adam away from God. Adam is the heir to the throne. Judah is the lawgiver. So that's why Adam died in sin. All men die in Adam. Adam died in sin.
right?
But there's a second spirit of the truth where God does what? What do you do?
He right. Well, the second half, he raises. He raises.
How you know that?
Oh, he comes back to reprove the world of
So
sin.
now watch this. Before we get to that, so the whole world know Jesus.
Right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Right?
The whole world.
All
Yes,
everybody.
Sir.
Facts. Adam died in sin. So what does Jesus do?
Jesus go back to make right. He had to go back to the Father.
And
But if he not go, he cannot send the Comforter.
Where you get that from?
John 16,
That's
sir.
right. Read it for the audience, though. Do you know it? That's why.
I will pull it up.
When you read Redeemer, that's the Comforter. That's the Redeemer.
Yes, sir, it is.
Yes.
Yes, sir, it is. He comes to reprove the world of sin.
He comes to do what? Reprove the world of. He's the firstborn.
Sin. Yes, sir. He's the way. He's the only way.
So.
He's the advocate.
That's right.
He's the way.
That's
the
right.
only way.
That's right.
He's the comforter.
That's
He's
right.
the spirit of truth. He's the spirit of the law. He's the lawgiver. He's everything. He's you. He's you. But
And you know that because Jesus said that.
Facts. Yes, sir. Because Jesus is saying that right here. And he says in John 16, he says, these things I have spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the time cometh that whoever killeth you will think that he doeth God service. And these things will I do unto you, because they have not known the Father nor me. But these things have I told you, that when the time shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them. And these things I said not unto you at the beginning, because I was with you.
Go
But
ahead.
now I go my way to him that sent me. And none of you asking me whether goest thou. Well, we know now where you went. You went back to the Father to make it right, to the right hand of the Father.
Well,
The Father.
keep reading. Let the Bible interpret itself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But because I have said these things unto you, sorrow hath filled your heart. Nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedient for you I go away. For if I go not away, the Comforter will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you. And when he is come, he will reprove the world of sin and of righteousness and of judgment.
Of what? The three
Of sin,
things. Of what?
he said, and when he come, he will reprove the world of sin and righteousness and of judgment. Of sin, because they believe not on me. Of righteousness, because I go to my Father, and ye see me no more. Of judgment, because the prince of the world is judged. I had that was a lot right there. That
So
was a lot
he
right
was
there.
there in the beginning.
Yes, sir.
Let's get to it. You see,
Yes, sir.
we don't follow religion. Did you get to the definition?
The definition of
Religion.
what, sir? Okay.
1828.
There's no higher religion than truth, but religion. Oh, in the 1828 also. Okay, religion.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I mean, that's what everybody in, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's get
Yes,
to
sir.
it.
This word, yes, sir. This word seems originally to have signified an oath or vow to the God, or the obligation of such an oath or vow, which was held very sacred by the Romans.
By the what?
Religion, by the Romans, which would they also be the Aryans, Kev?
Yes.
Okay. But I'm going to the definition
They're
because
in sin.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You get it?
I try not to use my own understanding,
They're
Kev, like you
in
were just saying. You
sin.
told me to read it.
Don't they all believe
Yes,
in
sir.
sin?
Is this what the word? Yes, sir. It's
Don't
the
they
fact.
believe in Mother Mary
It,
too? Mu worship, which is sin.
the whole nine.
All righty then. The son of sin, sin. Let's get to it.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
going. Number one.
Yep. Number one, religion, in its most comprehensive sense, includes a belief in the being and perfections of God and the revelation of his will, the man, and man's obligation to obey his commandments.
Now stop.
And
That's why religion is over you. Keep going.
okay,
If you don't follow God's
okay,
will, you're under the power of sin, which is the law.
Yep.
Do you understand that? The law is
Yes,
for
sir.
the lawless, not the
For the
upright.
lawless, the outlaws.
Yes. Those are, the
Yes,
law
sir.
is for people who do bad things.
Fact.
You got me?
Fact. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay.
It had to be put in place.
Keep
All
going.
right.
Keep going.
In revelation of his will and command, and man's obligation to obey his command, in a state of reward and punishment, and in man's accountableness to God,
Uh-huh.
and also true godliness of piety of life, with practice of all moral duties, and therefore comprehends theologically
Theology.
as a theology as a system of doctrines or principles,
Go ahead.
as well as practical piety for the for the practice of moral duties without a belief in a divine lawgiver
Ooh. Go ahead.
and our fellow men in the obedience to divine command
Now hold on,
or
hold on,
from
hold on.
love to
Start at
God.
number 2 because it cut off and it cut back on. The people lost sense of
I'm
what you just
sorry.
said. So start at number 2. It's okay.
All right. Religion as distinct from theology.
Okay. Now that's theology.
Theology.
Okay.
I got to
Religion
get that word right.
as distinct from theology is
Godliness or real piety in practice, consistent in the performance of all known duties to God and our fellow men in obedience to divine command.
Come on.
Or from love to God and his law. And that's James 1.
That's religion. So what
Yes,
what
sir.
is your duty? It's to uphold the law.
Right.
Huh?
A lawful.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, sir.
That's your religion. I just said it the other day. Your religion is law. That's distinct from theology.
Yes, sir. You want me to go to number 3, Kev?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
God's
Their religion.
children is to obey his command. Without that, you in sin. You're under the power of sin. Okay, don't want to do right by my will and my command will grant you this sovereignty. You're under the power of sin. Everything stripped from you. Name, you're in the land of Nod. Remember, they were casted out. You remain cut off. That's casted out of
Yes, sir.
the garden.
Oh yeah, they was kicked out the garden.
Facts.
And in real life, we barred.
So in real life, let's take it from the allegorical to law. You're barred, which means what?
We're kicked out the garden.
You can't what?
We're kicked out the garden.
No.
We cut off from God.
No. What does that mean in law? You're barred.
Oh. Okay. What does it mean? Yeah.
You you can't
faster.
speak. You can't speak. You need the Lloyd of London to speak. You need a representative.
We can't. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
there
sir.
you
yes,
go.
Sir. We can't speak.
There you go.
The only way. It's no getting to the Father. It's no. Yes, sir.
So if you can't speak,
yes, sir, we can't speak.
You don't know nothing. Because you can't
non-complimentary,
speak.
incompetent.
Why are
Yes,
you
sir.
incompetent? Because you can't speak.
Speak. Yes,
Who
sir.
did that to you?
Who did it
Yes.
to me.
You
The civil laws.
you did it
Well,
to
Roman civil
yourself.
laws.
You did it.
Oh,
Adam did it.
did it by
Adam
Adam
did
did it
it.
by not following the law. By not following the law.
So what did God
You
put over
right.
you?
I did it.
You can't even, you don't know the
He,
law? You don't know the law? You don't know what I told you to do? You think you can get out this system? You can't even speak. You understand? You
yes,
don't
sir.
even understand the laws of the gods that these people believe in. Well, you're fucked. But whose
Yes,
fault is
sir.
it? What's the name said earlier? What's the name said earlier? He said, I'm owed this because that. Huh? What you owe?
Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
No, but what is he
So,
owed? What is one Mike owed? Nothing. You're
nothing
not owed nothing until when?
until you're able to speak. Well,
And what
until
and
you're
what
alive. Until you're able to speak.
and how does that happen? You
You
can't
got to
speak.
be redeemed
Okay, so in the world today, who's our redeemer? The Lloyds of London.
in the word of day.
Yes, let's keep it going. Lloyds of London, state attorneys, they work for who? The Bar Association, which keeps you cut
Yes,
off from what? Now you're a what?
minor.
A convict least.
Com-
Come on,
yes,
come on. Well,
convict
minor,
least.
minor.
A
Come on,
criminal.
come on, come on, come on,
A
come on.
criminal. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes, sir.
you are
Yes, sir.
now on the stock market.
Contraband. Yes, sir.
Contraband. You absolutely right in that.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So Neo, you work are inside of a system where you can't speak and you're bonded. Ain't that a religious note from Rome? Ain't that religious note? Ain't that real bank notes?
Yes, sir.
Don't you?
That
In
note.
God we
That
trust.
bonded.
In God we trust.
Yes, sir.
What they waiting for a new
Yes,
world
sir.
order for, and they been in it.
The whole time.
What you think it is? They talk about the new world order because they don't know the word of God. You are in prison because you don't know the law. You're not fulfilling
Law.
your oath.
My duty.
So the
Yes, sir.
system, yes, is using you as collateral and everything else. And there's so what? What you gonna do about it? Nothing. Because you can't do nothing about it. You need, because you can't, because what happened? Why? 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 So no matter how far
Right.
Musk and them want to go, no matter how far, you're stuck. Ain't no
Yes,
way.
sir.
God said he gonna send a foreign nation over you for doing what?
For being not following his laws.
Huh?
And then got the eagle.
And the serpent said, you should not surely what?
Die.
But
But
be
we died. We black.
but did you die?
Everybody black
But
and
did you
dead in law.
but did his
Yes,
children
sir.
die?
Yes, sir.
All
We
right
died.
then.
We've been dead for a long time. For
In
a
the
long time.
in the tomb of universe 25, baby.
Yes, sir. Being observed. Yes, sir.
Dead in law, made a commodity. 94 crime bill. Oh, y'all, we just broke down the grid. All the blacks is guilty just for being born.
Hey, you know what that Kerry, that's what I meant. You know what all that that what you've been going through, what came to my mind though, it was like first thing came to my mind was like the hit that was out on the Messiah,
Go ahead.
on the coming Messiah by the CIA. It was
Well,
like
now we talking.
that
Now
wasn't
we
just
talking more up to
it. What?
speed. Let's talk that shit. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. It's like how are we not believing that it's real now after hearing that that was already something that was a thing a while ago, like
Yeah,
we done
if the
heard of.
Messiah was
It's
assassinated, why would they need to assassinate him again? Well,
right,
it's a coming Messiah. You see,
right. Yes, sir. And it all seemed to me like they was trying to block out the sun. That's it. They was trying to block out kill. That's it. The whole thing they try to take a hit out on you and all this stuff. With they should already knew how that right there was gonna go because God already it was written and He told you. But they had to find out for themselves also, sir. And then it goes back to Pascal's wager. Pascal wagering, and it was as if God was real.
what you mean?
Well, he, one Pascal wager was about the belief and if it was like a God or not. One, one kind of like that.
No. See, what it really was is remember,
Because
remember,
it just,
remember the saying: "If I win, you gonna believe in Allah."
mm,
Remember that? I don't know if you do.
yes,
Don't say you
sir.
do if you don't.
Well, I done heard it, but I never knew what it meant. I never knew what it meant.
Where you heard that from?
Like I just like on YouTube, like just regular. You know, it's like I don't know nothing about it. I ain't
No,
searching
no, 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 no,
nothing
no, no,
about
no, no. You heard that was said by me.
it. Oh,
Yeah, that was said by me.
I, don't, I know I heard it, but I forgot about it. But I knew about the Pascal wages that we did in
Oh,
class, and it was like the dice.
that's what said that it was talking about. Yeah, I understand. What I'm saying is it's
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of like the Pascal's wager or something of that nature. That's what they own. Pascal's old
yeah.
wager.
That,
No, no, no.
see, to
That's
me,
what scientists is on. What the devil was on was
yeah, and I already know in this class science is
if you
the only
believe,
thing it seems.
listen. If you
Yes,
believe
sir.
in, if I can prove to you in the Bible that
Right.
Muhammad is the son of God and you got to believe in the prophet Muhammad forever. If I can prove to you that Jesus even told me about Muhammad's coming, I got to believe in Muhammad forever.
Uh,
You didn't know that?
no, I didn't know that. No.
He had to prove to me. This was the bet. I call it the devil's bet, Allah's bet. In jail, but ain't no J's in Hebrew.
Yeah, I remember you saying this, but this happened
If
in jail.
I prove to you, it's in front of everybody, that Allah, no, that Prophet Muhammad is spoken about in the Bible. In the Bible. This was the bet. Then you, Mr. Gillespie, have to worship Allah. You don't know
That
that
wasn't
story? You
even
don't know that
possible.
story?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I remember you saying that. I remember you said that, and that's when you put them on John 16, correct?
Bingo. No,
Yes, sir.
no, I didn't put him on John 16.
Oh,
He put me on John 16. I was just living it.
oh, okay.
to
But
you.
yes, sir. But yeah, Kev, this definitely, that's just what I wanted to call in with, you know, and I definitely appreciate you for teaching not only me,
Well,
but
we
the
got a
world, but
whole
proving the
semester
world
to
of
go.
sin.
We're going to keep going over
So,
and over and over these notes y'all taking out there and going to continue to work. Thank you for the call.
thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Knowledge and wisdom. Boom. Wouldn't it serve it? Wisdom. Then you got to go because you're going. Boom. You going to prove to me, with all of my brain that I got in my brain, all of my faith that I got, you know what? I'll take you up on this stupid offer. Even if you got a trick play, it ain't gonna work against me. Press one, cause I got a trick play for your ass. That's what I was thinking. That was my gut talking. I got a trick play. Call him, Kev. Call him on the bet. Huh? Call him. This old Western penitentiary movie. Call him on the bet. It's in front of everybody. And boom. Yo. Then he wobbled back. And about the sixth round, he took a step back and said, "No." While looking and gazing, this is my Chat GPT book. While gazing in my eyes and seeing the fierceness. Press one. Then I told my man Moses, bring the book. See, Moses didn't believe in the allegorical concept. He believed in strict law. Press one, so he came over like, Kev, don't do it. Press one. I seen the old boy trying to change God's word into the belief in Allah. How you gonna say this? That ain't nothing. I got you, champ. You know? Then the trident was broken. And then no jurisdiction. And then the grips of death and judges and Pharisees could not. Why? They said, what do we charge him with? And the judge of Rome said, all of that is legal. You do have right to make such claim, prosecutor. Press one. But I do not have jurisdiction over this dumbass matter. Because this man don't do bad things in his life. Proves it. Fuck him not doing nothing. See, doing nothing helped him. He didn't do nothing. So he just can walk out if I don't have jurisdiction over this matter. What you think that mean? And they said, but one, he's like, solid as a rock. And then I knew that the power of sin is the law. I looked up and saw it, in God we trust. Yeah. Boom. Out of here. But it was just one more stop I had to make. Where I had to see this bald head ass looking Jewish police officer at LAX who didn't want to release me. First one. He couldn't. I'm gonna write this in the book. He just was trying. Soon as he went to lunch, I called one of the workers for the state over. I said, "Hey, come right over." He said, "Press one. You gotta make it theatrical." He said, he put his face, and I said, "Listen, I think the state of California, press one, kidnapped me." This is what I told LAX. I said, if you can do me, he looked at me like I was crazy at first. I said, I think they kidnapped me. because the judge gave me no jurisdiction. I'm out of here. I'm gone. Why they transport me to LAX? I don't know. I was supposed to find out. Press what? I found out who transported my ass to LAX. Got me way over there. They was working a magic. Listen, no funny looking Jewish person that probably tried to run me over before. Press one. I know eyes, bro. Press one. Trying to run a nigga over type shit. I said, damn. How they trying to kill me? Then I knew what grid was. So the officer at LAX, the superior, he went to lunch. And when he went to lunch, the angels of God kicked in with his dumb ass. Press one. Because the guy came back. He must have told his superiors, that guy down there swear he kidnapped and he's not in order. He said he's not on the list to go see the judge. I didn't believe him, but he ain't on the list. So why he even here, I don't know. Then the angels of justice kicked in. Press one. When he came back, I was already press one. They tried to do me in. Press one. That's why old girl went back and tried to refile, but it's already set in stone. They would have arrested me for that dumb shit. They tried to refile and he tried to get get out of here. I was on a plane gone. Press one. I said, damn, LAPD trying to get me, bro. The bitch wasn't set up. Now I'm on the air talking about grid program. Press one and testimony for my boy Nip. Testimony of how this shit go down. Press one. Hit the like button and subscribe. So, moral of that story is 424-209-9506. God is good all the time. And one day, I'm going to tell the whole story to my folk. Because what a life this is. You know, I'm going to tell y'all about how they tried to set all that shit. The Metabots, how they been trolling and calling the show and don't collude it and tried to do many things to get Kev up out of here. Like Ty said, many things. Press one, but we still here teaching good things and elevating with God on our hearts. You feel me? Just doing my own thing, and I stay doing my thing. 424-209-9506. The power of sin is the law. So, boom, call it in. What is creed? How is it relating? Let's go. Next up, let me see. How many people we got up in here? Hey, look at that. Be like, ain't no way, man. Kev's a buster. He's a buster. I'm not a buster in God's eyes. Press one. I'm a buster's in the buster's eyes. How the busters gonna tell me I'm a buster when they the busters? Press one. Y'all know why my faith is so strong? Because I seen it work miracles. Hit the like button and subscribe. Hit that like button and subscribe. Let me see what I'm on right now. Let me see what this is. Gillespie, because you're going to end up in prison. Oh, watch this. Matter of fact, look at this. How y'all ain't got nothing to say? Watch this. Way for immigrants to flood. Every immigrant that you see come is a nigga in jail. Told you. Listen. Mr. Gillespie in the fucking building. It's a nigga in jail, bro. Yeah, and it's a nigga in jail is a portal for them to come alive and not be black. Your weight in sin is a way for them to come alive because you choose to be dead. That's what I was telling, what's the name? It's our fault. It's our people's fault that we're in sin. seen it with my own eyes, nigga. Facts.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
We gonna swap your criminal stuff. We gonna make you a criminal and
Facts.
swap you
And
out.
we're gonna
Give
incorporate
that
your
to
name
somebody else.
and give status to white people you don't even know from a foreign nation, from Poland, from Germany, from Russia, from Egypt. So it's not like I don't feel what you feel when I say when it's our fault and who did it. But like Tupac was saying, it's time for some changes. It's time for self-reflection. Did we turn away from the law? Yes. Literally. If Judah is the lawgiver, why are you a criminal? Why are we not in law? Now we need, because we're barred. And we bar ourselves. Let's go. From Caucasus Mountain. All Aryans gonna steal your name. They gonna change their
All in.
they gonna change their name from Abu Dikembe Muhammad Matumbo to Mr. Gillespie. And that's what God mean by he gonna give them. He gonna give it to the Gentile. Your blessing. Wow. Wow. Because you're gonna end up in prison.
For
As a
real.
matter of fact, we're gonna dice your name up into 3 different parts and give it to 12 people. How's that one? And divide the pie, nigga. Press one.
Damn, that's exact. That's it.
See?
Damn. Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
won't need it
sir.
no more. You just a number. You convict lease. You a slave. It's over. All right. All right. That's why I was like, yeah, my boy B can wait because I'm letting the fellas, sharpen their iron and get real comfortable because it's gonna be a good year. And I want the fellas to know that as long as we have a heartbeat and want to be competent, we will be. Don't think you wrong because this has been a lot of information, but let me put you on the air real quick, bro, if I can. It's been tripping out on me lately. Hold up. Hold up, champ. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I want all the fellas to know that. Off the back. All right, I'm finna put them on the air. You there?
Good.
All right, there you go. Go ahead, champ. What's on your mind, brother?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Yes, sir, man. What a conversation. Conversation, man, Kill. Non-affiliates in the building.
Not
Straight up.
so. What is affiliate?
Let's get the dictionary. And straight up, what I'm thinking when I think affiliate now, I think the world.
There you
The world
go.
is the affiliates. The world. Everybody mentioned in Psalms 83 that it's against the world, they belief systems, that and everything. The grid is the world. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Oh, all right. Let me go
Then
here
we
real
gon' then we
quick.
gonna get to the
I see.
reason why you called. Go ahead.
Okay. Hold on one sec. All right. Uh, can I read some scripture? What made me think about what I was just said?
Of course.
If it's cool. All right. Psalms 83. We know it names all of the nations, and and that they're against thee. But then, all right, I looked up John 17, and all right, I'm gonna start at I'm gonna start at 13. John 17. I'm gonna start at 13. This Christ speaking. It says, "And I come to thee, and these things I speak in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. I have given them thy word, and the world has hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world." So that part right there just uh brings back to what we were talking about, Christ being a non-affiliate. All right.
Wait,
15.
wait, wait.
I pray.
Go back. Go read it again.
Okay. Okay. 13. "And now come I to thee, and these things I speak in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. I have given them thy word, and the word that and the world has hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. All right. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
That's right.
Sanctify, yes, yes, sir. Sanctify them through thy truth.
That's right.
Thy word is true.
Now, come on. So sanctify them through thy what?
Through thy
So
truth.
you can't even be a mute if you over here. It's impossible.
For real.
You're gonna have to
Yes,
speak. You're
sir.
gonna have to speak the truth to rise above the laws of the water. You can't even swim underwater because you don't even got gills. Press one. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. It says, thy word is true.
The word is truth.
There it is. As thou hast sent me into the world, even so I also send them into the world. For their sake I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth. So that alone right there just reiterate what you were saying, that hey, Christ was a non-affiliate. All these people affiliated with the grid program and the system is the world.
Christ was
Back
under. He was under Roman law, civil law.
for real. Yes, sir.
Huh? No, hold up. Christ, Jesus was under civil law.
Yes, sir.
So God had to. So Jesus had to report back to God and say, "What? Hey man, these people,
And straight up.
these ones
I
right
gotta
here,
report back
these ones right here though, they are in the world, but they not of the world, cause the
of the
world,
world.
yeah, what they doing?
For real.
They doing
They gotta
bad.
be cleaned up with the truth, the word, the law. Yes, sir. With the rules. Cleaned up. And that made me think about what you was just saying, with the scripture. Uh what you in the caller was just saying, what you just told him. The the law is for the sinner.
Yes,
That's how you get cleaned up. That's what sanctified is. You cleaned up,
that's why they say
clean you up.
when they say Jesus died for your sin, you need to know why,
Yes, sir.
cause
You
you
need to
need to
know
be
why.
cleaned up. You.
For real. You did it. You did it. You a sinner. You a sinner. You out here. All right, like the rules to the game. I need to know that I don't need to be stealing. Once I know that and I'm moving appropriately, then guess what? The law is for the next sinner. It's what I did. That's how they have jurisdiction over me because I want to do bad things. I gotta be sanctified through truth, through the word.
Tell
Yes,
them again.
sir.
Repeat what you just said. Tell them again.
Hey, I'm doing it. I'm giving them jurisdiction over me because I want to do bad things.
That's right.
Like the rule of thou shalt not steal.
Uh-huh.
I want to steal,
Uh-huh.
so I become criminal,
Uh-huh.
which gives them jurisdiction over me,
Uh-huh.
which makes me a sinner.
Uh-huh.
And then the sting of the law,
The power
let me
of
get the
sin
scripture.
is the
The
law,
sin,
and the sting of the
yes,
law.
sir,
The sting of the law is what?
is death.
Now,
Is death.
now,
Straight up.
that's my man.
Straight up. You gonna get stung. You keep on doing bad things. Ain't no way around it. Hold on, I got it pulled up. Let me pull. I'm gonna read it just how I go.
Now, is that true that
Uh,
all the niggas is stung under the law? You've been in jail before, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You gonna yes,
Did
sir.
you see the many faces that the power of sin has affected?
Many faces.
Huh?
Straight up. Yes, sir. I see it with my, like you say, with me on eyes, mate. Them faces. Like, oh man.
And they all look
The stick.
like the faces of locusts. Mean men, don't they? Teeth gritted
Yup,
like thugs. Press one.
yup. The sting of death is sin. And the strength of sin is the law.
Oh.
So when I'm in sin, I'm giving Roman civil law power over me, which in turn, I'm going to end up dead because that's the thing. I'm black at law. I'm a number. I given up my, what is, what did you and one might say? Y'all see this, how I go. I've given up the sovereignty that was given to me by the Father because
Oh.
I want to practice sin. I want to do bad things. So now I'm dead in law. I'm like, wow, bro. And that's the truth. That's the truth.
Now convict leasing is the power of America. Because who run America?
Aliens right now.
No. Who run America? Who's the lady?
Oh, Lady
All
Justice.
right. Aliens
Lady
don't run
Justice for
shit.
sure.
Aliens finding
Right.
out that they own access by DEI. It was here on limited. It's time to close down motherfucking Disney World,
Right.
and
This
they
is
want to
not
stay.
lawful.
They want to stay in Disney World. But
Right. So
go
we
ahead.
got you right. Lady Justice is gonna get you if
Okay.
you practicing sin.
Now watch this. Lady Justice operates all 9 areas of activity.
Yes, she does.
Okay then. She got a big old torch on the front of it's out there.
Yep.
All right. And
I'm ready to fire you up.
she blindfolded, and you better have the weight of a what?
What they say, you better be light as a feather around this mud.
You
For
better
real.
your hands better be clean for you to even stand around here. Or you gonna receive
She,
the hammer of the law.
for real, she going by the letter. Ain't no kind of mercy with that. It's the letter of the Lord.
She
Now you got
operates
the night.
by the letter of the law.
94 crime bills. It's mandatory that you serve this time, but you violate the law. Mandatory. No, we ain't trying to hear all that. You violate the rules, Lady Justice is gonna beat you across the head with that hammer.
Lady
Yes, sir.
Justice and the signs say, "In God we trust."
Yes, sir.
So it's set in stone.
It's written. Yes, sir.
All right then. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Okay.
Yup. I ain't know no good. That don't work over here, sir. This Lady Justice, letter of the law. Yes, sir.
E na na.
For real.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna cut the head off.
she gonna hold you to every letter of the law mistake that you make. You damn right. She cuts the heads off of kings like Kaliman, nigga.
Yes, sir.
You got me.
And oh, what is her weapon?
What's her
What
weapon?
is her weapon?
What
Her
is?
weapon is the trident.
I told you.
You said it.
I told you. You going, nigga. What's her weapon? Lady
You are going.
Justice
Her
weapon
weapon.
is a trident.
And then you showed us what that trident really is. A weapon is the trident, and that weapon, that trident. Even when you go back, that is Allah. Sin. Same thing Adam
Sin.
was trapped in. Sin itself.
And you're bonded
Dang.
to sin in by way of religion. You know that?
Yes, sir. Dang, even in that definition that he read, it said by the Romans.
By
His
the
name, I'm like, yeah,
by the Romans.
by the Romans.
So
Roman civil law
it
is
makes
the
me think
religion.
of the affiliate. Remember? So number two was to receive into affiliate, to adopt, to receive into a family as a son, right? Two, to
Right.
receive into a society as a member and a initiate in its mysteries, plans, or intrigues. A sense
Oh,
in which the word was much used by the Jacobins in France during the Revolution.
there we go, the world. You now
Oh,
that's how you become part
ooh,
of the world. You've been initiated. You are affiliate.
Mystery
Come on.
Babylon. And here you go.
Yes, sir. Dang, bro. That's man, that's mind blowing, but you making it easy to understand what we trapped in, what we in. We, that's why I support, like you say, I'm separating, I'm an unaffiliate for real.
Yeah, I'm a
These
non.
rules are for you. I'm an unaffiliate, straight up.
I'm a non-affiliate. I don't want to be suffer the sins of Adam. So I want to change my life and give up what I enjoy at for the sake and for the sake of my soul and the ransom at the ransom and cost of my life. If I got to, I don't give a damn. You have to.
For real, cause I'm gonna be dead anyway.
I'm dead. And you can't
Yes,
that's
sir.
double jeopardy. You got me in double
I
jeopardy,
got
which is illegal. I'm dead in even if I'm not in prison or in the grave. That's
I'm a
triple jeopardy.
lifer,
That's
even if
that's triple jeopardy.
yeah,
See, now we're charging them. See, those are charges. That's illegal. That's against the contract of life, liberty, in the pursuit of.
pursuit of happiness.
Could you be happy, Dad?
No, I can't do nothing there. You right.
Can the dead speak?
I'm gonna be happy. Nope. I'm bored. I can't. I'm dumb. I can't talk. You're right. Dang, bro. I can't say nothing and I can't do nothing.
But I
Oh man.
want the woman to follow me.
She can't follow no dummy. He can't even speak.
She nigga,
For real.
how you gonna control her and you don't know the law or God?
Yeah, you right.
Now
I can't.
Eve doing what she always been doing. She was cursed, got up, and went on about her business. Come on in, nigga. Let's go off into the land of Nod. I can
For
see her now.
real. That's jumping the nothingness. For
Nigga, no,
real.
no, no, don't complain. In Section 8, living is great type shit, right? Adam, dumbass. So, Adam,
Right.
what I asked my caller earlier, I'm going to ask you, what did God tell Eve? What did he
He
do?
told her
He
nothing.
told her
He
nothing.
he gave the rules to Adam. That and he called for Adam when they messed up. I remember the scripture when he came looking for him. He ain't say, Eve, Adam and Eve, where y'all at, Eve?
Stop.
Nah, he said,
Stop.
Adam.
Don't make it like a cartoon. He didn't say what.
He ain't asked for Eve. He called Adam. Adam, where you at? You the head of the household. I need to speak to the head. I put you in position. Adam, where you at?
What Adam say?
Man, this woman you gave me, we start making excuses. This woman, she did
He
this
turned
with
into
that.
he turned into the
Nah,
manosphere.
for real. He started blaming the woman. Nah,
She
bro.
ain't listening to me.
Nah, you broke the rules.
and,
I told you.
and what the woman say?
That serpent, it tricked me. He was everybody, no accountability. Everybody pass it, hot potato. Get this hot potato. Nah, everybody in trouble. For real.
God said,
Everybody.
he said, woman, what have you done? She said, oh, the snake
Serpent.
beguiled me.
For
Huh?
real. Dang, yeah. Yup. Everybody like, I didn't know. That's basically what like pretending like you
They
don't
didn't
know.
know.
Nah, you knew. He, I told Adam, and Adam told you. You know how I know? Because
You know that I know.
when you first,
Jesus was talking like
for
Nipsey.
real,
Just know that I know. You know
for,
that I know.
for
Just know that I
real,
know.
you
Press one.
for real. When that serpent first told you, you quoted the rules to the game.
Facts.
God said we not supposed
Supposed
to
to
do
do
this
that.
or that.
And what happened?
Don't touch it.
What she say?
You did it anyway. It looked good to you. You know, you will surely not die. He
Huh?
like he like a pimp. He sold you a dream, and you went for it. And then here come Adam. He gonna go ahead. You know the rules. You let her trick you. You got on the plastic
So
for
when
real.
God told Eve she was gonna be on the ground like that, or what was her curse?
Her curse was she was gonna receive pain
Uh-huh.
when she bearing children,
I
and
want
that's a
every woman to
physical.
know epidurals ain't gonna be working no more. I'm trying to tell you.
For real.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, you better straighten up because whoo,
Man,
I don't seen some
you
shit
can't
in
get
them.
around the rule.
Nigga.
He
Nigga.
said it's gonna be pain, it's gonna be pain.
Nigga.
And Adam, you gonna work
And what he gonna do?
for real. He gonna work.
No, he
You
gonna
gotta
stand
chill the
out.
gun.
He gonna stand out. And how you know he gonna work?
Cause that's his punishment. You gonna chill the ground. That's what you gonna do.
So
You
he's
gonna
supposed
put
to
some
work.
work in now.
He supposed to work.
Yes, sir.
That's his job.
He have to.
He got
That's
to.
his job.
He can't.
He got
He
to.
can't hang out, drink beers at the park.
Nah, you better do that after work. You gonna work, sir. For real.
So you gotta work.
You gonna work. You gotta work.
If you do not work work and work some more, you are against God. Is that what you saying?
Yup. You are against God. You not gonna eat. That's it. That's it. That was your punishment.
If you want a
All
woman,
us
if you
in
want to,
sin.
if you, if you,
Sin mean get to work.
and if you want a woman and you don't work, what's gonna happen?
You're not gonna have no woman. Cause that's the rules. He set the parameters. Hey, if you don't work, they understand rules with computers. Like you understand the rules that was set. It's rigged. No work, you don't eat. No, what they say? No honey, no money,
Me,
no honey.
no money, no honey.
For real.
My friend,
No
también.
money, no
No
honey.
money.
For real. For real. Don't even be mad at the woman when they say, "Hey, I need a man to provide her." That shit in her being that
Is this
God
what you
said that
signed up for?
for real. Hey, Adam did this. That's why Eve, Adam and Eve, it said, she like, hey, I need a provider. Don't jump to the manosphere, dog. This how it's supposed to be. See, it's natural. These are natural
Now,
rules.
my
For
question
real.
is, you think Eve don't know this? Hell yeah. Eve wants you dumb too, Adam. She needs a
For
provider.
real.
It's according to the rules, sir. You don't
For
know the
real. You
law.
land,
You don't know the law.
yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
You sit up here, she tell you, you ain't gotta work, baby. Just sit here on the couch. Then one day she gonna get that feeling like, hey, hold up. No, I don't like this. I know I said this, but I don't like this. It's just in her, it's in
Yeah.
her body, her spirit going like,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta go to work, player. You gotta get up out of here. For
Mm-hmm.
real.
I don't care how
Yeah,
handsome you is, Kev. You ain't shit till you got a jizob. What day they say? You gotta have a jizob to live here.
for
That's how
real.
it is on
You
Earth.
be doing,
I'm like Day to God. And you
yeah,
gotta have a job to live here, fellas. Get your resumes ready. This
get it
Earth,
ready.
this what we supposed to have domain over if you can get a job. You ain't supposed to be sitting around raising chakras, wearing copper wires with stones in them, talking about God wants us to eat leaves and vegetables. Our life is
You,
limited to 120 years, right, B?
yes,
And
sir.
that's max. So
It
check this
set the
out. Extra
parameters.
strawberry and fucking lettuce is not gonna help you prolong nothing. Stop with the madness and getting this word and this law, and let's do.
Straight up. There ain't no way around it. Even the ones that believe in all of the rocks and stones, it's already set. She gonna be like, hey, hold on, bro. Like, no, I'm not happy with this. I don't like living like this. It ain't gonna work. No, chakras ain't getting it. For
Chakras.
real. It's not getting it. These bills are piling up, so you gotta go to work.
You gotta go to
For real.
work.
I need a provider.
A provider.
That's just what it
I
is.
need I need a man who be in the back leaning. Eyes be low from the deep end. Press
For
one.
real. She need a soldier
She
to get
need a
out here and
soldier.
get it.
Where you at? I'm hollering some wow. First one.
For
You bringing some
real.
hollers around. She need a soldier. Niggas like, what happened to
She
music?
like this.
You new niggas is what happened. Press one. Hit the like button and
For real.
subscribe.
For real. You think you believing in these people talking about his function is lay back munching. That ain't gonna get it.
I ain't gonna
For
get it.
real. Get to work.
God made her that
Get
way.
to work.
50-50. Ugh.
For real. She like, hey, I need a real man. Look, look. She gonna tell you, look, I need a real man. You talking about 50-50.
I'm about to pass.
She like, what? For real? Like, nah, you gonna have to put in some work, player. But
Man,
nah, what do you do? For real? You gonna have to, you gonna have to get constructive. For
yeah,
real.
bro. You're gonna have to operate in all nine areas of activity if you want to get out of this one, because you did it, Adam. You.
And for real, activity. You gotta get
You
active.
got to get active.
It's straight up.
That's right.
You gotta get
And you
active.
was being supposed to get active on the internet, trolling, not doing nothing, nigga. You better get with this this death row shit, like Tupac said. Your weak
For
ass
real.
complaining. What you going? You can't eat leaves, nigga. I know
For
them
real.
females is playing like they want to eat leaves and vegetables. They want to eat good.
Yeah. She, you bring her the salad bowl. She like, I can't get jiggy with this.
Oh,
What
I
is
could have got this
this?
from Jack in the Box.
For real. What do you bring to the table?
Oh.
Leaves you bring? That I'm like, for real. What do you bring to the table? I need a
Mm-hmm.
real man.
And
Gotta go to work.
they can't even say they want a real woman or help the woman grow to be a real woman because they don't know God or the law or how to do anything. They're incompetent.
Right. You don't know the rules. Hey, I ain't gonna get it. You better know something. For real. You gotta know
Or you
something.
gonna be like French Dose over there, mad at the world, always talking about
Yeah.
people, mad at brothers who he
Man.
mad over there like, man, he got to hate on every male he see, a married man, a player. It don't matter. It don't matter. He gonna hate a hard worker because these dudes don't want to work. They don't want to provide. They don't want to do nothing. They just want to sit around and play 2K. Press one, and but it would
And
be cool if they were sitting around and playing 2K, but paying the bill.
and then you gonna get mad when you get whooped on 2K. Tap the house. What's wrong with
Facts,
you?
facts.
Man, they whooped me online. Nah, bro, you gotta get to it.
He gonna be trying to say
Learn
manly
how to.
things like, "Where my breakfast at anyway? You don't even do the right things." And then she gonna say what?
She gonna say, you sit up here on this couch playing 2K looking sweaty, you don't even take a bath. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna get on your case. You need to learn how to slam dunk some money out on these bills. You gonna get told the truth. She gonna get you. You gonna have to slam
and
dunk
then
some
and then,
cross over these
and
bills.
then when you know you can't do that, you gonna get mad and do what? What's gonna happen?
You gonna start swinging at the air and you gonna call out her name and be, man, these women ain't nothing. I'm going to the manosphere. See, now
But
you out of order.
no, that nigga gonna cause a domestic dispute because she tell her the truth, and he gonna get in his feelings. Now, when he get
Oh
out of
yeah.
his feeling, when he get in his feelings, um, anger from being told the truth is gonna happen, and then what happens from there? The neighbors gonna hear, and then what?
He gonna feel the strength of sin after this. She gonna she like, I can't beat you up with my ass, but you about to feel the strength of sin. It's the law. 911, domestic violence. Now they have jurisdiction over you. Straight up. For real. I got something for you. I got the strength of sin.
Oh,
For real. On speed dial. For
I
real.
was waiting for you to do it this time.
For real. Yup. Here we go. Yeah. I done told you about tripping with me like this. I got something for you. You like, dang. Yup.
Police gonna get there and
That's
ask
it.
where he work at, if he got to be anywhere tomorrow. What's she gonna say?
Oh man, you ain't got no job. Oh, they finna get you, bro. They like, nah, uh-uh. This domestic violence, this 2 to 20 right here. You putting your hands on people, you need to learn
Ain't
the
nobody gonna
rules.
miss him. Does he always do this, ma'am?
She gonna start crying right there on the spot. It's over. For real, you about to feel the strength of the law,
This the third
the
time he
strength of
did
sin.
this week.
Dang, you out of there.
You said three
You
times?
out of there. You out of the third time.
What?
You're out of there.
Let me
You
get the,
strike that.
let me get my pencil. My
Let me
pen.
see.
Let me
Let me see
see.
your record. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. You like to do bad things. For real. Come with us. We got a place for you, sir. For real.
mama, call
We
my
got a place
mama.
for you. That's all right. You can call your mama when you get down there, but guess what? Mama can't help you. Hey, we're gonna send you to your real mama, the mechanical mother. For real. You gonna feel comfort with these three hats and a cat. For real. You finna go to your mechanical mother. You ain't wanna listen.
You did.
Dang, kill.
Damn. See how that life work?
Man. No,
So, so
it don't work.
so universe 25 is the tomb.
Yes, sir. Dang,
Uh,
kill. Keep you dead, keep you in the tomb. Yes, sir. Like you said, Universe 25 is the tomb. I'm like,
It
wow, got you
is the
go like
tomb.
it is the tomb. They keep that their job is to keep you in the tomb and keep that tomb closed. keep you going counterclockwise, turn you into a unlawful sinner slash black Nazi
That's
of
right.
Aryan supremacy.
Go ahead.
For real. You're gonna be affiliated
That's
with
right.
Aryan supremacy.
That's
We're
right.
gonna make you a gangbanger,
Yeah.
unproductive
That's right.
member of society.
That's right.
And we got you.
And what's the life
We
of
keep
a gang
jurisdiction.
banging, non-productive black member of society? What's good of this? What's the come of this life?
It's gonna be sin and death. Just like that's what it's gonna amount to.
But the black
You know,
man is gonna say, "I know my right."
you don't have no rights now. Bring your black self on over. You have no rights because you are black. Black is nothing. It don't exist.
Do blacks have rights?
No, they are civilly dead. You have privileges, and you don't have no right. You
You
have none.
barely got that. Use a ghost.
For
And
real.
also, the only good place for a dead body is what? Is
A
where?
tomb,
Is where?
a tomb,
That's
a
right.
jail.
That's right.
It's like hell.
That's hell.
For real.
Uh, Now do you hear me? Now do you hear me,
I
black
hear you
man?
loud and
All
clear.
right then. A tomb.
For real. Straight to the depths of hell. That's where you cowards
I
going.
told you. Listen
For
to that.
real.
So Adam and the dead and necromancy is all a part of it. You can't say
Yes, sir.
they are in necromancy when you're playing the role of the body.
Yes,
And the
sir.
body
Dang.
is in the tomb.
In the tomb. Dang, hey, you make me think about the Eagles too. They surrounding the body,
I told
the
you.
corpse.
They all eating off the
Yeah,
oh, there you go.
they eating big time. And like you just said, they ain't do it to you. You doing it to yourself.
You gotta
I know you
come
did it.
out of
The tomb. You gotta come out of the.
dead
That's
people.
raising the
That's right.
dead.
That's what?
Raising of the dead.
There it
Yes,
is.
sir.
You have, is that in the Bible?
Yes, sir.
Who,
That's in the Bible. Let's find it and get it.
go ahead.
Let's see. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me? Okay, okay. All right, let's see. It's so many. It's all over. But all right,
What's all over?
raising of the dead. It's all over the Bible. So it's something
Well, let's talk about
that
it in
must
the
take
legal.
place.
Let's say, okay, go ahead. Cause I want to
All right.
stick. I want to stick with
Even
with the raising of the dead. But yeah, go ahead.
but
Wherever you
from a
start, it's
lawful
gonna be.
standpoint.
But go ahead. It's all gonna manifest itself. Go ahead.
All right. We got Second Corinthians. Second Corinthians 1 verse 9. We're gonna go there. Let's see. Second Corinthians 1 verse 9. But we had the sentence of death in ourselves, that we should not trust in ourselves, but in God which raiseth the dead. So you got a death sentence in that sense, in that sense of being dead in law. All right. Isaiah 26, verse 19.
No, Valley of the Dry Bones.
That's the one. That's where
There
I
it
need to
is.
be.
It just
There
hit
it
me
is.
because that deals with. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, we're gonna go Valley of the Dry Bones.
Ezekiel saw a wheel way up in
Yes,
the
sir.
middle of the hill. Go ahead, champ.
All right, I'm gonna just start on top. Ezekiel 37.
Hold on, B. My phone just died. Hold on. I gotta wait now. I gotta wait a minute and a half. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna do a countdown from a minute and a half to let my phone boost up a little bit. He said, "Let's start then." Wow. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Yeah, we can talk about all these other things on the internet. No, we're gonna talk about, today's Sunday. We've had a blast. We're gonna have a blast later. Why not just wake up this morning with some knowledge and wisdom? Therefore, to be worth having a fulfillment day live streaming later on when enjoying the bungalows in a sense. Plus I got my breakfast on the way. Well, brunch, lunch, brunch, all that. So that's good. But yeah, you get a better sense of people are believing in parts of things rather than like really understanding what's being conveyed. And you got to have questions. There must be questions, especially by the fellas, because you're the one who needs to speak. Ali, Mr. Ezekiel 37, that's not going to get it. We're already there, buddy. We already there. It's Ezekiel itself, sir. Hit the like button and subscribe. All right, we on. Go ahead, brother. Wait a minute. Is he there? B.
Yeah,
B.
I'm here.
All right, go ahead, B.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I
All
can hear
right.
you.
All right. I'm gonna start back 37. It says, "The hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord God, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, Prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord God unto these bones, Behold, I will cause I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live, and I shall lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus said the Lord God, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, and they that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
Oh.
Behold, yes, sir. Behold, they say, our bones are dry, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts.
Now, wait a minute.
Dang, that was direct, huh?
Huh?
They said we are cut off from our parts.
This is like you walking into the catacombs telling them to arise, and they say, we can't. We cut off. Go ahead.
Straight up, kid. Then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
The whole house.
They say, yes, sir. Our bones are dry, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Therefore prophesy, say unto them, thus said the Lord, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come out of your graves.
Come on.
And bring you into the land of Israel.
Go ahead.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord, when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of the grave, out of your grave, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that the Lord has spoken it and performed it, saith the Lord. Wow. All right. It says, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it, for Judah is for Judah, and for the children of Israel his companion. Then take another stick
Judah
and write upon it.
And his companion. Go ahead. Which
Yes,
is
sir.
the other nations. Go ahead. The other tribes. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Then take another stick and write upon it, for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel his companions, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. And when the children of thy people speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thy hand, before their eyes. Say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land.
Told you.
And I will make them, yes, sir.
He gonna take you away from the heathen. Go ahead.
Yeah, yes, sir. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all.
Huh?
And they shall be no, and one king shall be king to them all. And they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore. Neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols.
With their what?
Nor with they shall. It says, neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols.
Go ahead.
Nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions.
That's right.
But I will save, yes, sir. But I will save them out of all their dwelling places, wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So they will be my people, and I will be their God.
There it is.
Yes, sir. And David, my servant, shall be king over them.
King David.
And
Ain't that what they say in Chicago?
Yes. Yeah.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
all right. It says, and they all shall have one shepherd, and they shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them.
They gonna
And
walk
they shall
in his
dwell.
judgments and observe his statutes. Now look, you gotta be a part of what he doing. You gotta be a lawful person.
Right. You gotta abide by the rules and do them. Yes, sir. And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they, and their children, and their children's children, forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them, and it shall be an everlasting covenant with them. And I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. And my tabernacle shall be with them. Yea, I will be their God, and they shall be my people. And the heathen shall know that the Lord do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. Man, Kev, you gotta be raised up with the Lord. Them dry bones. Dang, that's it. Yes, sir. Just like 24 was saying, they gotta walk in, they shall also walk in my judgment and observe my statutes and do them. So the judgments is the rule. They got, you just said it, they gotta be lawful individuals. And that's what it is.
Break it down. Let me grab my breakfast.
uh salvage law, even the law, salvage law.
No, the people ain't been able to hear since the last like 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh, for real?
Kind of summarize what we was talking about. Go ahead.
Just talking about to be redeemed, you need to be redeemed. So, well, starting with people just think of the land, but you are part of the land. So you're not even your own. You, like you just said, uh, you've been bought, you've been ransomed and bought already. So I have an obligation to be lawful to even be redeemed. So I can fit the criteria to be redeemed. So that means I can't be in sin. I gotta know the rules and follow the rules to even be considered to be redeemed. You know? And I'm not even my own. I belong to God. God has an heir. And we got a king over us.
God made
So
you
we
from
got
the dust of the sand of the earth, right?
yes, sir.
But
Yeah.
you,
So
but you believe that Anunnaki and you was a mermaid or some shit, right?
see, yeah, you thinking you come out the water.
Bingo.
And these maritime laws apply to you in that sense.
Bingo.
Nah. You gotta follow the law of the land. And the law of
Jesus
the
rose
land is
above the
God's
water.
word.
Jesus rose above the water. The laws of maritime
Yes,
law.
sir.
Why?
Yes, sir. He walked on water. They had no jurisdiction
They
over
had
him.
no jurisdiction over him.
Had no jurisdiction. And same for us. We supposed to get ourselves in
If you
order
want,
and
that's right.
follow
You want to be like Jesus and walk on water, or you just want to do magic tricks and be like Mr. Blaine?
you're gonna be out here needing floaties trying to you you straight drawn underneath this stuff trying to do it any other way. How we said below sea level.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be able to do it. You ain't gonna be able to breathe. Them bones ain't gonna get that air that he was talking about. I gotta know the rules of the game.
The Bones
You're
said.
supposed to follow
The
Christ.
Bones said we cut off like a bunch of Moors.
Man, that
What?
was
Hold
something,
up.
wasn't
The
it?
Bones said we did something real bad, man. But God sent.
For real.
That's right. But that's who needs to be redeemed. The sinner.
Straight up.
Yeah.
That's who needs redemption.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The
The Bones
prisoner.
said we've been cut off. That was direct. That was the bar association. We put the bar association in between us by
Yeah.
accepting his way.
You've been barred, cut off from your own inheritance. You think
Dang, bro.
Haile Selassie gave this woman the crown and crown jewels? No, this is written.
For
They
real.
raided our temples and everything. Yes, sir.
Dang,
And
kill
went and gave it to
straight
the
up.
queen.
They did.
Huh?
That ain't nowhere in scripture it's supposed to happen like that. And that's how, yes, sir. That's exactly what they did.
And they've been in power ever since because you in the valley of the dry bones, like I said. Remember when I found the catacombs and I was like, those are firstborn, those are our soldiers.
Yeah, straight up. You said they talking to me. Like, you said it. Like,
What
man,
I say, they talking to me.
yeah, I ain't gonna never forget that because
Yeah.
that was vivid. Like, man, nobody know we down here. Nobody know what happened to us. They
Nobody even
lying about
asked
these
about
stories.
us, Kev.
Man, bro, straight up. Nobody asked. They don't even think to ask.
They don't even think about us. We down here dead and bones, and we from over there. We y'all. We the missing link.
Straight up.
Cause we
We the
y'all,
missing.
we got y'all named y'all are us. We are y'all. We are y'all our great 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 grandchildren, and we over here in under Rome. They
Under the
tricked us out of our
right.
sovereignty.
Yes, sir. And I'm even thinking that,
Damn.
like, all these people talk about my ancestors and this and that. Man, follow God's word. You would know listen to Kev. He telling you about your ancestors, not no
Yep.
theories and make believe. This is real life.
Yep. The real hell fighters. Why
You know,
did they call the hell fighters?
because they were sent to hell.
That's right.
I'm like, man, bro, right in your face. They gonna show it to you, but give you a false story.
Facts. Where they say Jesus went when he
Uh,
died.
they said he went to hell.
That's right.
Yeah,
They murdered them. They murdered all of our forefathers and buried them up under the king's what?
under the king's chamber.
All right. And where's that? Where's the real king's chamber at? In Rome. Right up under the
Yep,
Pope's
they
feet.
kept all our people under them.
That's right.
All the blood that was spilled.
All the blacks that was taken in the Great Migration, and millions of blacks that was taken and scattered abroad, mostly to Nazi death camps, gone. At least
Man,
115 million people. That's why
the
history is
greatest
told the way that it's
Holocaust.
told. That's why they saying Tataria and all of these. That's why they pulled off the world's fairs and all of these things and sacrifice and pulled off all these ritualistic. That's why when they came back from the first war, it was just a bunch of white people, new French and Russians and this one and that one in the early 1900s. This is the truth.
How you said a couple grandmas ago.
Yeah, just a few grandmothers ago, grandpas ago, where you lost all your sense of who your grandfathers were. Well, they never came back from war. Everybody died at war, remember?
Yes, sir.
But they didn't die at war. We
Everybody.
died at war. All of our people died at war. And to mask the black genocide, you had to spread it out over theater of war from First World War to the last one. It doesn't matter. You got to spread the genocide out and they'll never see it. You understand?
Right.
Just spread it
Yes,
out. Say
sir.
it happened in World War One, where everybody died. They won't see everybody died in World War Two too. And then you got the Bolshevik Revolution. You got all of these different things that's masking millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of black folk being taken from their homes by Nazis and so-called American. Now, after that, they federalized themselves. They're the American government now, all in unison. Like America is truly USSR. You either believe in our history and the way you came from a monkey, or you wind up in jail or prison. You don't believe the propaganda, you're going to jail, prison, dead. You don't want to be black and go to be black in civil law. Well,
We gotta get rid of you.
fact.
Straight up. And I'm thinking about that's where the hands developed holographic associative
There
memory.
you go, champion.
They
Go ahead.
change your memory.
Speak on it. Hey,
And then I'm
before you
thinking
speak
like,
on it, y'all out there, hit that
uh,
like button, subscribe, and contribute to Sunday's live stream right there in the Cash App. I'm going to do shout outs after we finish. Go ahead, champ.
yes, sir. I'm thinking about the holographic associative memory. Instead of giving you the truth, you don't remember what happened to your people because you stuck in an augmented reality where you got the fake reality on top of the real. Same thing they did with the land. We're gonna put new on top of the original. We're gonna put the federal government on top of the Republic of George. And we all grew up in this, so we don't remember. We got a holographic memory. But what Kev doing is bringing everything to remembrance. The truth on history, the truth on what the Bible really telling you, on the laws. They did the same thing with the laws. They amended the laws, which amendments mean change, and they're not supposed to do that. That's unlawful. You're not supposed to
It's lawful if
alienate.
you give up your sovereignty.
Yep, there you go. Yes, sir.
It's
You give it
lawful
up
if
now. They
you
can
sign
do it.
up. If I developed a prison and you move in my penal colony, you know what a penal, you know what a Google penal colony definition, please, because
I
we
got you.
dealing in penal code. Are we living in the matrix with all these codes, right?
Right.
All right, then. We must be in a penal colony. And what is that? Because they got a fake colony about pilgrims and Indians and shit. But that's theater. That's nonsense. That's time immemorial nonsense. This right here. What is a penal colony?
All right, penal colony. Can you hear me?
Of course I
A
can,
penal
champ.
colony. Okay. A penal colony is a place, often a remote or isolated location, where convicts and political prisoners are detained, typically for forced labor or as a form of punishment.
See?
So, yeah, forced labor, convict leasing. We
Okay,
make you a
you can
convict,
only be a slave by way of what? By way of law?
convict leasing by making you a criminal.
13th and 14th
13,
Amendment, sir.
14 Amendment. Yes,
Oh.
sir. Yes, sir.
So
Straight up.
the America is a penal colony to black people,
Yes,
and
sir.
they live under
He
penal
made.
codes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's a penal code?
All right. A penal code is a codified body of laws that defines criminal offenses and their corresponding punishments within a specific jurisdiction.
See, Tracy, Kev
Yes,
got this,
sir.
don't he? I told y'all.
That's for real. For real. The criminal code, criminal justice system. These codes are made for criminals.
So
You are a
I'm gonna start a
criminal.
nonprofit organization, and we all gonna help each other. It's gonna be called Walk on Water.
Man, hold up. For real.
And God said,
That's
Kev,
yeah.
God said, get them, Kev. They don't know what they unleashed playing with us. You know, go ahead, Kev. Do your
Real walk on water. Wow. Get it?
It's a rehabilitation program for criminals and ex-criminals and felons and ex-felons and all that.
The wall program, Kev.
The WOW program, bro.
That's what's
I'm
up,
about to
Kev.
cry,
Listen,
bro.
that
My nigga said the WOW program, my nigga.
because
Yo.
that's what they gonna say after they come out. Wow, this was criminal. Now you a upstanding person.
Yep. We got resources and
Wow.
application centers You're gonna be able to write a resume. They're gonna help you. Get back on your feet, champ. We here for you. The state help us. They're gonna make sure this happened. That's because Big U was in them was playing.
Now you got a for real upstanding person who's gonna do it.
No.
Man, Kev, I
Yeah.
see you in front. That's awesome.
Well, it's over,
That's
bro.
wow. Wow. For
Wow,
real.
huh?
I can't believe. What did what's his name? Joe Biden say? If they are rehabilitated, I don't know how.
Meaning
Well, you
it's gonna
about to
be
find out
impossible
now.
for them to be
For
rehabilitated. And
real.
even if they do, we don't know how they did it.
I don't know how. Well, you finna find out how. The WOW program. Wow.
Wow.
Yes, sir. They don't want to do it.
Okay.
Why we want to let y'all go when y'all have a battery?
Pharaoh don't want to let you go. Poseidon don't want to let you go. The god of the sea don't want to let you go. Using a Triton.
For real.
You got it there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, they don't
We're
want
gonna
to let
use
you
the
go.
Triton against you.
So like Moses.
Oh man,
Huh?
kids like Moses.
Huh? What
What did
happened, B?
Moses
Talk to him,
use?
B. Look, talk to him.
Moses, hey, Aaron's rod. This
Huh?
is gonna get you. Oh
Huh?
man,
You see
come
the glory
on.
of God, B? I'm
Aaron's
not
rod.
finished. I'm
I
not
see it.
finished. You feel me, B?
Yes. Yes, sir. Dang, Aaron's rod. This is gonna get you gotta let my people go.
You got to.
You have no choice.
Because somebody on earth understands how to wield this the rod. That's why.
Straight, straight up, kid.
And that guy, you don't really you can't really understand. God is with him.
Most definitely. Goodness gracious.
Oh, it's
Man, Terry, that's
Aaron's
exactly
rod,
what
sir.
is Aaron's rod. The rules to the game. They have no choice. They have no choice. Man, Terry, that's one of them wild moments for real. When you said it, I'm like, oh snap. I see it.
It's Aaron's rod, buddy.
I can understand.
And what was Aaron? Dan, you must know law.
You must know law. If you don't know law, then you out of there. You have no power.
And you must know
That's
this
the
is a violation
superpower.
even against Roman civil law. I mean, unless we really dead. Either or.
It's unlawful.
Yeah, it's
It's against the
unlawful.
rules. You, even by their own rules, they are out of order. You can't do that. They doing it, but it's not supposed to be that way. Wow.
No, they
Yes,
did it.
sir. Yeah, they did it,
It wasn't
but it
supposed to
was
be that way.
yes, sir.
This ain't no fight.
What you say? They played the game wrong. The
Fact.
50, the what was it? The 50 rule move. Y'all
Bingo.
just making moves. Y'all already lost. But it gotta be somebody that know the rules to establish that. Hey, hold on, you made a wrong move way back here. So all of that don't count. You lost.
You don't even know the rules.
For real, we need somebody to tell us the rules. Yeah, you're right. We don't know the rules.
You reject the rules and want to play the games without the instructions. The basic instructions before leaving Earth.
You right. You rejected the rules, so we get rejected. Well, that's a
You
scripture too.
reject the Bible, the Word of God.
Yep.
You're rejected.
Yep.
You can build a
That's for
tower
you.
of
That's
Babel, and God will send a person like me to scramble your brain up in your own tower of nothingness. Cause it's always gonna come back to the Word. I'm a non-affiliate because Jesus and God wants me to be a non-affiliate. Be of the world.
yes, sir.
Be in the world, not of it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, I be smooth cruising. There's wants and needs that I want, but I know, man, this world will offer you and give you the glamour of every damn thing, and it'll just be
What
another
you
a willing and dealing trying to. When I really enjoy smooth cruising, I'm gonna buy me a sailboat.
and just chill out,
Yeah,
straight
bro,
up.
just put my feet up and just play my video game on the ocean with my generator and my solar power, and just get the fuck away from y'all, cause y'all tripping. I'm gonna be like the Truman Show and just go. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm out of here.
Sometimes I'll be forgetting what my little
I'm
solar power generator does, man.
for real. Let me get out of here for a minute. Yes, sir. A breath of fresh air.
You ain't
For
never
real.
lied. You gonna see some birds or something.
This world is a trip.
Yeah, but um, you a criminal, and Universe 25 is a penal colony, a ghetto.
So you born into the penal colony.
Yes.
You
You born a
you're labeled
lifer.
black.
Yes.
A lifer, yes, sir.
You ever
You're a
said
lifer.
yes? Life. You born black.
Life, look. Yes, sir. For real.
That's
My
against the
hopes and
law.
dreams I'll never see. You can't see it being a lifer. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It don't exist for a lifer.
Yeah, that's the only way a warden or governorship is given to the warden is by way of penal colony. You have to go to jail and be made a criminal. They have to, you see how that works?
Yes, sir. You have to.
You have to.
You going.
You're going, buddy.
You are going. Now that makes sense. That's the truth. Ain't no denying that. Dang, Kev. Born like
Born a lifer, bro. As a black man, as a black woman. Give me these babies. You don't need these babies. Come on down here to the Planned Parenthood. That's the genocide factory.
for real. That is
Now I know you
genocide.
thinking, what shall I do? Done. Take care of.
For real. Get to work.
Get to work.
For real. Get to work and take care of them babies. You make it take it like basketball.
But do not sacrifice your children to Baal.
Oh,
Because
you can't do that one.
that's right.
No.
See, if you start thinking that the Bible was old and that happened way back then, you wouldn't know that it applies right now. So you'd be out of order thinking, oh, ain't nothing gonna happen because it already happened. Jesus already went to heaven anyway and forgiven me for my sins because he died for them. Huh? That wasn't Jesus' plan to die for your sin. That was God's plan.
For real.
Hold on.
If he gave you some kids, for real. You right.
Jesus wasn't like Prince, I will die for you. These are lies. That was God's
God,
will.
God's will. He made him to be sin. God made him to be sin.
Are you
Not
crazy?
that he made himself. Yeah, you're right. He was sent.
Come on, bro.
God made him to be sin. And all this was done for us and the redemption of us. We got a job to do too.
Facts.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Facts. You supposed to show thy study to what?
Study to show thyself approved.
To be what? Redeemed.
To be redeemed.
To be redeemed. That's why Kev say speak. Not because I'm mad at you. That's why I'm so happy that one Mike called in.
Hey, straight up. Straight up.
Facts.
And
Study
I'm even thinking about
to show thyself approved. So and that's one verse. But I'm telling you, so that ye may be redeemed.
I'm thinking about even in going to stores, Kev. If you ain't got a coupon, if it's too late, you're gonna be
It say
unredeemable.
redeemed by what?
Or redeemed by a certain date.
1993 and it's 2024. 25.
Yeah. I'm sorry, sir. This is unredeemable. This ticket
You
don't
want to
work.
go to
For
ticket like Willy Wonka?
real. But it's your dang, kill grace period.
That's your grace
They
period.
thinking they for real. Make
You
sure
think they
you
saved by
got
grace, but grace is a grace period.
for real. It's a limited time only. You understand this about everything else. Oh, they got the McRib out for a limited time
Facts.
only.
You
Real,
would
can
say a
understand.
McRib. Only you would know some shit like that.
For real, I'm trying to think what burger was like seasonal. For real,
They do got the damn double-decker tacos for 49 cents for once every 5 years in the empanada free. Let's go.
For real, you better get it while you can.
Facts.
For real, I got to get myself in order because it's a limited time only. Guess what? If I get up out of here and I ain't did what I was supposed to do, I can't. I'm not redeemable. Dang, Kill.
You think
You
Francois
put it
is
where
redeemable?
he better get it in order. You unredeemable. For real. Yeah, Kill, you right. The thinking like this, you gonna be unredeemable.
You
If
need
you
a
are,
penny.
yes, sir.
He not even gonna have a penny.
You're gonna be out of there. All right. Dang, you right. Wow, bro. Mm.
They say
It's gonna be
you need a token so the God in the underworld can get you back. Press 1. Osiris, remember?
Yeah.
Huh? Where my Mason brothers
Yeah,
at? Listen,
yeah.
I love y'all, but look, this is too easy for Kev. I'm telling you, I love y'all, but look, this is too easy for me. I need this is too easy. They say you need a token to get back from the underworld. Didn't Nip say what? He was who?
He said he was outside.
Come on, man. You
He
need a
said he was
token when you
outside.
visit the God of the underworld to be able to get back through the afterlife. Come on, bro. Let's get to it. They don't want to play with Kev no more. I thought they was brother.
This is not fair. I'm out of here.
Kev is unorthodox. He's not following the rules that we've mistaken for rules. He has the rules. Kev, we breaking the trident. Just the spirit of the law.
Look at this, Kev.
Go ahead.
They got it. All right, this is what I've been noticing too when you showing the same thing. The Greeks, the Egyptians, all of it the same thing.
Yes.
That
Them
token.
my Freemasonic brothers, so take it easy on them. They in their feelings, even though
Okay.
they've been laughing and behind the scene, they in their feelings.
I gotta tell you the truth.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh, my brother,
Gotta tell
my
you the
brother.
truth.
In the bungalows with the
All
rest
right.
of them. Go ahead.
In Greek mythology, to return from the underworld,
Come
a
on.
token, specifically a coin known as Charon's oval, was traditionally placed in the mouth of the deceased
That's
to
right.
pay Charon, the ferryman. It says
Go
for
ahead.
passage across the river Styx. All right. Chiron oval, a coin, typically an oval, placed in the mouth of the deceased before burial.
Go ahead.
Purpose: to pay Chiron, the ferryman, for transporting souls across the river Styx to the underworld.
Go ahead.
Mythological content: the Greek mythology, the underworld was a place where souls went after death.
Go ahead.
Chiron was the ferryman who transported them across the river Styx.
Go ahead.
The river Styx, a river, marked the boundary between the world of the living and the underworld.
That's right.
Hades, the
Hades.
god of the underworld.
Yes, sir.
Other names for the underworld: Hades or Tartarus. There they go. That's
Tatara.
they
So they from Tataria, right?
Yeah,
They just saying they
yeah,
from
they
the
from the
underworld.
underworld.
I'm trying to tell
Yes,
you, a
sir.
Tartarian and those who believe in that stuff are demons and necromancers. I'm the truth. Go ahead.
Asphodel Meadows, the place in the underworld where the souls of the dead went.
That's right.
Uh, Elysium, a paradise in the underworld for the good. That's what they believe. All right. Tartarus, a dark pit in the underworld for the bad.
Told you.
So that's what they are.
They
Yes,
Tatarian.
sir.
You a Tatarian? Yes, you
They,
are. Yes, you are. Yes, you
the
are.
Tartarus.
You was a Tatarian. Yes, you are. And guess where your ass is going? To Tataria.
For real. Y'all ain't build nothing but the
Nothing.
underworld.
Oh, hold on.
For real.
that was tight. Would you say it again?
They ain't build nothing but the underworld straight up. That's it. Y'all built the
Oh,
underworld.
you built the kingdom for yourself, all right. Go ahead. You can have it.
For real,
Go
go.
ahead.
The underworld.
Mm,
Dang, kid.
mm, mm,
Got 'em.
mm, mm, mm. And who the god of the underworld is Greek and Egyptian, and it's all the same stuff, man.
Yup.
You're going, buddy. That's what you believe.
All right. Uh, in Egyptian belief,
Okay.
to successfully navigate the underworld and return to the land of the living,
Okay.
one needs to pass the waiting of the heart
Wait a minute.
ceremony,
Wait a
where
minute.
the
Wait a
heart,
minute. Wait a
the,
minute. We done with the Greeks. Where my Egyptian brothers at? We done with the Greeks. Greeks just going to Tartaria. I'm
for
sorry.
real.
I'm sorry. Do we have clarification here? Okay. Can we do this? Everybody's free right now. This is the free zone. We listen and we don't judge.
For real.
we
Listen up. We
listen,
not
we
gonna
don't
judge.
judge. This is the free zone right here. This is the part of the show where you a Mason, Freemason, Greek, Android, Asian person, and what does it matter? What we care about is the Greek. We got the Aryans. Y'all are just crazy. Okay, the Greeks. We know where you're going, and now it's not a mystery. Okay, and to my brothers by way of the Greeks who are lost, please bear with me. Now, B, go on and tell Jabari and Sinetta and my brothers over there what we got in store for them on the Price is Right.
All right. We got to break it down for the Egyptians.
Go ahead.
In Egyptian belief, to successfully navigate the underworld and return to the land of the living,
Yes, right.
one needed to pass the weighing of the heart ceremony, where the heart was judged against the feather of Ma'at.
Oh.
Truth and justice.
Now wait a minute. My
That
aunt is Lady Justice. Let me stop.
Lady Justice.
Stop.
Yes, sir.
48 laws to my aunt. My aunt.
Uh-oh.
Hey, listen. She worked for the God. Go ahead, King. My aunt. Bro, tell him.
Yes, sir. All right. The underworld is they call it Duat, D-U-A-T. The ancient Egyptian belief in a complex afterworld, with the underworld known as the Duat being a place of both danger and potential. The weighing of the heart. After death, the deceased heart was weighed against the feather of my art in the hall of truth, presided by Anubis and Osiris.
Let's get to it.
There goes Anubis.
Let's get to it.
All right. The judgment. If the heart was lighter than the feather, the soul was deemed worthy and could enter the field of reeds.
Come on.
The Egyptian paradise.
And then you enter the field of reeds, and all you got to do is work. Go ahead.
If the heart was heavier, it was devoured by a minty and
what's that?
Crocodile.
That's right.
God.
Lacoste.
Yes, sir. And the soul ceased to exist. Okay. They said no specific token. The process didn't involve needing a specific token, but rather the deceased actions and character during their life were the key to success in the afterlife. Osiris in the afterlife. Osiris was the god of the underworld, fertility, and the afterlife. The deceased were believed to be judged by him.
That's right.
Okay. Anubis in the afterlife was the god of embalming and the afterlife, and he was the one who guided the deceased through the underworld. So that's what they believe in. That's where they going. I'm like, man, bro. So it's all underworld. It's all like they believe systems. They believe in the underworld. Dang,
Well,
Lady Justice.
there is an underworld. There is an underworld. The She-Hulk.
IWW. Yes, sir.
So that's where they going.
She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Straight to the depths of hell. Dang. Dang, you going to the underworld.
You can call it Tartaria. You can call it whatever you want.
It's the land of the dead.
That's right.
Dang, the land of the dead. And all they gods are the gods of the dead. The underworld is the place for the dead.
I told you.
Dang, Kev, look at them. All of them.
So black people, which are dead, worship the gods of the dead and believe in sin.
Yes, square.
And so they're in
Man,
a perpetual state of hell because they,
reject God and the laws of God.
yes,
They
sir.
reject it. They reject the Father. You want to believe in my art and reject the Father,
No, it ain't that
you
they want to
going to the
believe. It
underworld.
ain't. It ain't that they believe in Ma'at. Ma'at is justice.
Right.
They're
You right.
thinking.
You
They're
right.
thinking
'Cause-
of it wrong. They're thinking of
right.
religios. They're being religious about something that is set over them because they are in sin.
Yes, sir.
So you can believe in Ma'at while you're in sin, but Ma'at, Lady Justice, keeps you bonded because you
You
are in
bound.
sin,
Yes, sir.
bounded. I mean, that's what religion is.
Right. To hold down, to bump,
To what?
to hold down, to
To
keep you bound.
to bound.
Man, bro.
Because you can't sustain. Religion is given to you the same way jail the law is given to you for the lawless, for the spirit, for the one that's not spiritual. This is what religion is.
We finna give you these stories instead of
We not
you.
finna
You
give you
rather that
nothing, B.
you
God did
accept
this.
it.
God did
Yeah.
this.
You right. You right. God did it.
God did this.
Man, he did.
You are bound by sin.
You are bound by sin.
You're bound by sin.
Because he said it. God said it.
You're a criminal.
He even gave 4-1 in the Psalm. I go back to Cain. Hey, if you don't get right, sin is waiting at the door for you. Dang.
Judgment,
Before he did,
sin,
judgment.
jail, hell. You are in sin. So
You are in sin.
you are going to follow the rules of Lady Justice. That's how you believe in other gods. You do your God's will.
Yes, sir.
So if you're a criminal,
You do your God
if
will.
you're a criminal, your God is sin. You get tattoos on of them
And
when you go to prison.
yeah,
You get judged
yeah.
by her right there with the
And you gonna feel her
scales back.
power.
That's right. You're gonna feel the sting and the power when that judge give you 150 years.
Wait, hold on. We could only go 120, so you got a lifetime, life plus.
You believe in
Dang,
reincarnation,
bro.
so when you come back, we arresting you as soon as you get here.
You still got 30 years to
You
go.
go
Dang. You still got time to
You gonna
serve.
be a
You like, I
governor.
ain't you's a criminal. Oh, man. For real, you gonna feel the power and the sting.
Yeah. 80 years. Everything you know in your life vanishes right now.
For real, dang. The power of sin is the law. The sting of death is sin.
You're not coming out of that if you're a criminal.
Man, it don't do bad things for real.
So
That's a simple
but
saying,
you
but
can't.
that's real.
But then that's just to be able to be competent. Because now you got to be competent to come out of blackness.
Right. It's it's
So
required.
I'm telling
You
you,
gotta know the rules.
don't do bad things. But that's not a grand all to be all. That's just to get you competent. Can you
Right.
correspond? Could you remain disciplined in yourself? Are you not doing bad things? Sometimes it serves as a billboard on a t-shirt. Because somebody about to do something and they see your t-shirt, you may have just saved a life.
For real. Like, you know what? I seen this shirt. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. Very necessary. Hey, change your memory. You had that ham about to take over. You like, oh, hold on, nah. I
Mm-hmm.
remember now.
I remember now. So in the world of penal code, Roman law, how do you get out of that? You can't. You need to come together and observe the law together.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Together.
Yeah, because there's you live in a penal colony where you're supposed to make believe there were dinosaurs and all these other things matter, and none of this stuff. You have an obligation from the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, the Magna Carta, and all that. Men of today in our culture spend more time caring about Wack 100. I just did an experiment, and Big U rather than
Then the actual
go ahead.
then the actual laws and rules.
Facts. I'm watching these podcasts, and it's like these men are illiterate.
Yeah, like we was talking the other day. They don't know what none of these words mean.
They're just
Dang,
talking
bro.
about nothing.
They
They
look up to the criminal and the
what
criminal mindset.
they're yes, and they're just talking about. I was just about to say they're talking about the same things we talk about when we was 19, hanging on the block, trying to figure out life and pass time.
Right.
There's no conversation about nothing.
Gotta no still minded.
I don't mind it.
Idle minded. Yes, sir.
Dry
I'm like,
bone,
dang.
dry bone.
For real, super dry. They about to disintegrate
What's that Bible
out
verse
of
you
there.
said? Why ye stay what?
Oh, it's a Matthew. Why ye be idle? Hold on, I'm finna find it real quick. I'm gonna read that one again. Yeah.
How you pronounce that? Why ye be idle all day or something like that? You know, why ye be idle, sir? What are we talking about here? I mean, are you trying to
Matthew,
go ahead?
uh, Matthew 12:36 and 37. But I say unto you that every no, hold on, that's not it. Hold on, that's not it. Hold on. Matthew 20 verse 6. And about the 11th hour, he went out and found others standing idle, and said to them, why stand ye here all day idle? Yep, that's it right there. You just standing up here with your engine on. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't went nowhere. Man, come on. All day.
All day,
You at the corner store still,
all
just
day,
chill. Hmm.
and that's glorified in black media, especially on No Jumper. Let's get up here and talk about nothing all day.
All day. Like this is something to be. This is the way to be.
as an adult black male, 4 extra getting out of jail should not be a wow moment. You are incompetent.
Straight up.
If you're happy to see,
Straight up.
if you, if you, if you're happy to see 4 extra home from jail and running no jumper and do all of these things, you are mentally incompetent.
And you deserve
If you're
when he walk
fascinated.
up to you, and you deserve for him to walk up to you and ask you where you from. For real. Because that's what you want. That was your right. Yes, sir.
You deserve it. That's what you into.
You deserve it.
I was watching Zip with the Drip and Hassan Campbell talk about each other. Oh my goodness, I must digress. Lord have mercy.
Oh, man.
I know you can't wait.
Yeah, straight up. Can't wait. Let's see what they got to talk about. What their mindset is.
You know what? And I think that's what I'm gonna do on my other page is do reactions to what are they talking about? What is Rich Trapper talking about every day?
Oh man. Yeah.
What
Oh man.
doesn't matter how big or how
what
small
is
they
it?
are. Yeah. We go into Yope shit and ask, what is this? What is the incompetence level of this individual? I'm gonna let we gonna go on a meta field trip to other people's schools.
Okay. Let's see what they. Let's see. You gonna rate the competency level? Oh yeah, that's good right there.
I found
What's
some.
the
I think I
competency
found some.
level over
I
there?
think I found some for the class to interact with. I think I can get them to interact with this. And we're going to have you judge the competency level from 0 to 11 on the other YouTubers that's in our community. So we're gonna. Hey, I hope you got a good chat room. But if you on here not building nothing, and we may bring it to the classroom and see what you talking about. I hope y'all not just sitting up here just talking about other people. If so, we're going to talk about you.
Yeah, gotta be constructive.
You got to be.
You see, for real, you gotta be constructive. For real.
No, you ready to go? I'm gonna do that right here, but I'm gonna record it and edit it, and start dropping my videos for my next show. I hope they tune in. I hope you hear as well, man.
Oh yes, sir. Always.
I'll see you in a minute.
Hey, I appreciate you, Kev.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Kev, bro. Nothing.
Or nothing. I love to end my show off with that type of stuff. Let me see who this is. I really don't know, but it was fun. It was a fun show. I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank those. I'm going to give all shout outs so you still got time for tonight. Channel 4 right here. Channel 54, if I may add. Coffee and Kush TV. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And we'll be back tomorrow morning, of course, Coffee and Kush TV. KevRow University. Back to the study, back to the grind, back to more and